Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Baltimore Orioles baseball. My first game of the year officially, and I'm ready for it. Orioles 1-1 facing the Blue Jays, same record. Good evening or good afternoon, good early evening. I guess it's early evening. It's real early. It's 3 o'clock, but hello, welcome in. Sorry I'm late. My own fault. I got tied up watching another baseball game, and I was enjoying it, and then realized all of a sudden, well, I didn't realize. I was told, aren't you supposed to be live? And I was like, oh, yeah. I screwed that up. Kolya, hello. Debbie Bernfeld, hello. Welcome in. Doug, hello. Thank you for being here. Monorail Molly, thank you. Spaceship Beers, hello, John. Welcome in. Gloria Thibodeau, hello, Miss Thibodeau. Martin, the Aussie, hello, Martin. Samantha Lowe, welcome in, Sam. Good to see you. Kevin Hawthorne, my friend, hello to you and Quilek. Great to see you in here. Mr. Thibodeau, hello. Welcome in. Sweet Richard. John Messina, hello. A lot of friends in the house already. We got to get a ton watching today. Orioles lineup today. Cowser, Rushman, O'Hearn, Westberg, Mullins, Kirkstead, Sanchez, Holiday, and Urias. We'll see how that rolls out. Toronto lineup going to be Bichette, Guerrero, Santander, Jimenez, Kirk, Wagner, Schneider, Clement, Lukes. That is your lineup there. Welcome in, friends. I'm ready for fun day. I did not even get a chance to update. I'd really love to get this, figure out a way to get this division thing updated and be automated. I started working on another show today. Ain't gonna lie, I was working on a show and wasn't even thinking about it over here. I got all excited into that. Finished it. That's good, but I didn't update over here, and I apologize. So let me do that while we're sitting here. Let's get the AL standings together. Toronto, or Tampa Bay and New York are both 1-0. I'm going to leave everybody where they're at right now. I'm not even going to move them around. Tampa Bay's 1-0. We'll update them tomorrow. Orioles and Blue Jays are both 1-1. I'll worry about this tomorrow. And where are the Red Sox? The Red Sox are also 1-1. So the only real difference there is that the Rays moved up. In the Central, your Guardians are in first place. White Sox are in first place, tied. Royals and Minnesota both 0-1. Royals and Minnesota both 0-1. Detroit Tigers 0-2. Get that up there. Make sure I'm not missing anybody coming in. Good to see everybody joining us here today. We're going to try to get up to 26,100 today. 14 subs is our goal. Athletics, Astra, everybody is 1-1 in the West except for the Angels, who are 0-1. Everybody else is 1-1, so that division's actually pretty easy there. 1-1, 1-1. Astros 1-1. So everybody 1-1, 1-1, and Rangers 1-1. All right, so that's the only change there. So let me see what I got here. Move them down here. Yankees up there. And then the Rays. Hard to believe the Rays. One, two. All right, we're close to being right there. All right. Taterhead, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully this house will get packed today. Get a bunch of friends in here watching the game. Magic Mike, hello. Thank you for your donation from you and your wife to the event. We got your donation the other day of the Loungefly. We have entered that in. My team was exceptionally grateful. Jen and Jay Nashville, Doug Tina, everybody very, very happy. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me get on this NFL here. Let me get on the NFL here. NFL. Doug and Jen, how is my volume today? Am I in good shape? I had a couple oddities show up over here. Just let me know if you wouldn't mind. Phillies are 1-0. Marlins are 1-1. Mets are 1-1. In Toronto between the O's and the Blue Jays. Nationals are 0-1. And the Braves, how about them, are 0-2. O's baseball coming up. Doug says we're good. Okay. Mr. Fulton, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, let's look at this second round here. Cardinals are 1-0. St. Louis? What?
Hagerstown baseball is back. Second full season. Join the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars at Meredith Park. Take in great game action.
Central.
Sample the arts and culture of this historic city. Experience the adventure and family fun.
St. Louis is 1-0. Pirates are 1-1.
You're welcome in Hagerstown, Maryland. Visit hagerstown.com. Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Pirates are 1-1.
One large one-topping pizza for free.
No, like free. Yeah, we did do that.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Let me get them up there. Pirates 1-1. Reds 0-1. Brewers 0-1. Cubs 1-3.
Oh, am I getting home? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ron.
We got that right. Dodgers 4-0. God, they unbelievable this year. It's, can buy anything. Padres are 2-0.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think. There it is.
Giants and Diamondbacks. Giants are 1-0. Diamondbacks are 1-1.
Deal is headed to overtime. Fresh sliced
Rockies are 0-1.
Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code $6.99 FL now. Deals only here until April 2nd.
Thank you.
Birdland memberships are on sale now. Lock in your favorite way to enjoy.
Let me know if that when that happens, please.
There's a variety of options.
I got to get that up on my screen over here again.
Choose a
Dun,
guarantee your seats for each game in your plan. Or choose a Flex membership and select your games in C21. Plus, as a Birdland member, you'll receive benefits like discounts on concessions and merch. Access.
All right, I got the National League all queued up. Hello, Stephanie Keel. Welcome in.
Memberships.
Yes, we need the photo from everybody. Absolutely. Yes, please. Thank you. Welcome in, Stephanie. Pete, is the Red Cardinals playing today? I'm sure the Cardinals play today. I don't have the full schedule in front of me. But you can look on the scoreboard at the top there, Mr. Fulton, and see what it says.
Here in Toronto, Canada. Back for game 3 of 4 to open the Orioles regular season. It is opening week, brought to you by PNC Bank. Under the lights and under the roof. Roof's got to be closed.
I got to move that over to the other thing here.
Beautiful conditions inside for baseball at the Rogers Center. The Orioles and the Jays have split the first 2 games.
All right.
This 4-game series, Kevin Brown, Ben McDonald, great to be back with you. 2 down, 160 to go, and the big news coming out of spring training. Adley Rutschman looked like himself again. He sure did at the plate on Thursday and then behind the plate last night.
Yeah, I tell you what, sometimes spring training numbers do matter. And we saw in spring training, Adley put up some big numbers. That gets carried over into the first game.
Kill that off. RJ hitting us up $4.99. Hello, RJ, my buddy. Thank you. We should have a good day today. Maybe we'll get a little bit of support today. I'm going to put that toward dinner tonight. Thank you, RJ. Sugar cookies. That sounds like a good thing. Thank you, RJ. Really appreciate that.
We'll see you in the dugout as well. So Adley doing it on both sides of the ball. Looks pretty good at the plate. He's walking. He's walked twice in 2 games.
How is my heater still on?
And behind the plate, he looks crisper to me.
Gowdy, how you doing?
A lot of quickness back there as well.
Thursday is his 3rd career 2.
Welcome in. Great to see you. If you're brand new to us, hit that subscribe. I'm going to do 110 plus games this year. Help us out with some love. It's free to do. We want to get up to 26,100 at a minimum today with the Birds. Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays against Dean Kramer for the Birds. Dinner at a Crab House. That's not bad. Which one? Which Crab House you doing?
77 starts. That's outstanding. You mentioned the month of September last year. He was awesome in the month of September. 2.2 ERA down the stretch. Of course, he'll face.
Let's see if I can get. Can you please get me a big glass of fruit punch in one of the metal glasses with a little bit of ice?
Scherzer's there, and he continues.
Pappas. Oh, Pappas is great.
Only made 9 starts, but every indication you go off the spring training numbers, Scherzer is back. 13 innings pitched, 1 walk, and 18 strikeouts in spring training.
So these spring
I would have rather had Scherzer over the other clown that pitched yesterday.
Struck out 10, walked just 1. The splitter has been really.
Dean Kramer about ready to go. Not a beautiful day in Toronto. It looks overcast and rainy, but it's going to be beautiful here as we got baseball all day long here. 2 games on the channel today. I'm doing a double header of streaming. Help us out with the love today. Yankees 1-0, Rays, Orioles 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Okay, Guardians 1-0, Sox 1-0, Royals 0-1, Tigers 0-2. Tigers need to go to the back.
Switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile.
Put the Tigers right there. 1-1, 1-1. Okay, now I got everything right there. That makes more sense. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subs up. Likes and subs up. No, Mike, this is not the Orioles opener. They are 1-1 already. 1-1. Happy you're showing the Padres. Yes, doing that later. Thank you. Padres later. Aaron Judge has 3 home runs today. I am ready to go here. Let's get these birds going this afternoon.
Orioles, Red Sox. The series starts Monday, March 31st on Max.
Orioles and Red Sox, Monday the 31st.
One moment can change your whole entire life.
That's coming soon.
I was told I had stage 3 cancer and I would most likely never carry another baby. Right before I was about to start chemotherapy, I was told about a new clinical trial funded by Stand Up to Cancer that used immunotherapy. And after my 9th treatment, my tumor had completely disappeared. Because of this trial, I was able to welcome a beautiful baby girl and watch my family.
I'm not really sure what projections are this year. It's up and down. It's kind of too hard, too much to tell. Too many injuries. Figure it out. Probably being 2nd or 3rd, I'd imagine. It's going to take a lot to get them to 1st place. All right, Orioles want to take this series. They want to win this game here today. Guarantees them a split in the series at the worst and a chance to take it. This is the game they need to get. They're showing some highlight packages right now. We're about getting ready to start. Scherzer's going to be on the hill against the Birds as we kick this puppy off. Stupid chair. Can never get it. I'm always trying to fix it. Let's try going this way with it. Maybe it'll sit better. Kowser, Rushman, O'Hearn to start. Anybody brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
And we go to game 3 of 4 here inside Rogers Center. Well, it will be our first close one of the year. Orioles would love another blowout win. And I'll have Colton Kowser at the top of the card again.
Here comes Kowser. Birds ready to go.
First starts of Heston Kjerstad and Gary Sanchez making his Oriole debut. They're down to the 6th and 7th spots. 6 batters will swing it left-handed against a right-hander, and Max Scherzer dominated his last year, Ben.
Here comes Kowser.
The future Hall of Famer, 2 no-hitters in his career, 2 World Series rings, 3 Cy Youngs, and 8 All-Star teams just for fun. Nicked up a little bit last year, started on the IL after having back surgery. Then, of course, he had a
Scherzer rocks and deals.
Simply put, when he is
Ball down low, 1-0. Here we go.
we mentioned those spring training numbers. 18 strikeouts, only 1 walk, so it appears that Max Scherzer is ready to go. We will find out.
Colton Kowser. Left-hander's ready. Here it is.
The last
Shot center field. Did he get enough of it? Way back at the track. The wall. Bang! See you later, baseball. Colton Cowser says, holy hell.
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Wow, 1-0 Birds.
Colton Cowser off of a 24.
Cowser with the bomb.
So now we standing tie. First hit of the year. First hit of the year. Pretty good. Pretty good whip into a
Rushman takes a strike. 1-0 Birds.
Watch him just lean on this fastball. You talk about lean back on one. That's putting a barrel on one, folks.
Rushman pops it up center field. This one's playable. One away.
As we look at the rest of the Toronto defense.
That is a good way to start the game. Let's look at the Toronto defense. Schneider, Lukes, and Santander around the outfield. Around the infield, Clement, Bichette, Jimenez, and Guerrero. Kirk behind the plate. Here comes the left-hander hitting up there. O'Hearn with one away.
One of the best defensive teams in baseball a year ago. Scherzer.
Strike, top of the zone. He didn't like it. That is the call.
So many different ways to measure defense. I mean, if you look at fielding percentage,
36 likes on the board, 87 subs. Help us out. Ball inside, 1-1. If you're brand new, say hello. Doesn't matter what team you're on. We're just glad you found us and came over today.
They couldn't save this one. And Colton Cowser, who, by the way, is now
Todd Brady, hello. How you doing?
with 2 home runs.
Appreciate you saying hello. Good to see you, Todd. Hope life is good for you.
Major league hitters over the last decade and a half who've enjoyed facing the future Hall of Famer.
well, ain't no doubt Colton Cowser can catch up with some fastballs. That is his strength. He is working hard on those changeups and off-speed pitches as well.
Ball down low, 2-2. Surf bomb, hello.
Scherzer to Ryan O'Hearn, 2 for 8 with a walk in his
3 by Judge. Well, there you go. He's having a killer day. I guess they're winning, I'd imagine.
Very well. 9 starts.
I haven't looked at the scores yet.
And the Orioles have loaded their lineup as left-handed as possible today.
Line drive, hit hard. Oh, nice play at first. Guerrero throws it away from the pitcher.
Beelining for his head. The tag is there, though. O'Hearn's called out.
O'Hearn missed the bag, and he's going to be tagged out.
The baseman. So really smart play there by a catcher on the hunt.
Should have been safe at first.
Yeah, I want to see this again. Because if I'm correct, the rule reads this. You can turn inside, but if you... there's where you see... That's the problem. You can turn inside toward the field. You cannot make an attempt to go to the next bag. You see O'Hearn 1 jab step toward second base, and that is considered an attempt to go to the next bag.
2 outs in the inning.
He knew it.
That's a strike right there.
Point him back to the base, but Kirk, who is a terrific catcher, pounced on the ball. So that is officially considered a ground out, not a hit, even though he got to first. It's
Shot by Westberg. That's up. That's gone. Westy goes big fly. Should have been 3 runs. Good Lord. That stinks right there.
This ball is crushed.
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be. Back. Gone.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Birds up 2-0.
No doubter in the second long ball of the year for Jordan Westberg.
A 434-foot moonball from Westberg.
Here comes Mullins.
Cowser and Westberg, 2 third-year players against one of the greatest pitchers of the last several decades in Major League.
Mullins swings and misses that. 0-2. 13 subs from our goal today. 13 away.
Recognize that ball, and you talk about putting a barrel on one.
One of the deepest parts of this ballpark, left center.
Ball down low, 1-2.
Found his way there 2 of the first 3 games. And it looks like the Orioles have brushed away last night's 6-run defeat rather quickly, at least at the plate.
Mullins rips it right at the first baseman. That's an out.
The Orioles have hit 9 home runs.
2-0 Birds after the half inning. Going to the bottom of the first.
Delivered the first 2, and a nice little cushion early for D. Kramer.
Anybody brand new in here for the first time? Jump in the chat for me. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from.
Like the all-new Kicks, the Sporty Sentra.
Where are you watching from today? Bichette, Guerrero, Santander. God, it's going to be painful to see him in another uniform.
The accountant is back. But this time, he brought his brother. That's him. It's been a minute.
You like puzzles too?
Let me do the talking.
Khaki Pants here wants to scrap.
My brother wasn't having a good time tonight, but now he will.
Is there any?
What movie is this? It looks pretty good. The Accountant, too. I've never seen The Accountant. I wonder if that was any good. Tate Brown, what's up? How you doing, Tate? That's a cool name. I've always liked that name, Tate. Bichette, Guerrero, Santander, first 3. Welcome in. Mississauga. Is that Mississippi and somewhere else? I don't know. Where is that?
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can protect you.
Is that like Miss Alabama, where it's like Mississippi and Alabama meet or something?
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan.
I always say welcome to all the new friends that find the channel.
And our best-selling Rogue at the Nissan Now sales event. Get 4.49% financing for 60 months on Kicks.
Toronto Blue Jays, 8 runs, 14 hits, 3 walks.
Your house sitting for the weekend. Gotcha. Louisiana Swamp. That's something.
That's how John Schneider.
All right, here we go. Bichette is ready. First pitch from Kramer. Fouled straight back. That's a strike. Shortstop. Okay, Debbie, be safe. Do what you got to do.
He had his best opponent's batting average of his career. The opponents only hit 223 off the right-hander.
Pitch comes in. That's a ball. 1-1.
He's always been known as a strong finisher.
13 subs away from 26,100. We want to get over that number tonight. I want to get that 0 off the board today. Check swing. Bichette didn't go. 2-1. If you got a friend that likes the Orioles baseball, likes Toronto baseball, tell them to get over here.
2 for 8 in the first 2 games of the year.
Fouls that 1-0. Hello, Miss Kelsey Elizabeth. You were on a run. Planes land upside down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kind of changed and went to a splitter.
Kramer throws the 4-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and a curveball. Line drive, right field, going to be playable. Bounces in front of him. Base hit for Bichette to lead off the first. He got a ball off the hands and drove it the other way. Orioles defense, Cowser, Mullins, Kirkstead around the outfield, left to right. Urias, Holiday, Westberg, O'Hearn, third to first. Sanchez behind the plate. Here comes Vladdy Guerrero, double play candidate, also a home run candidate at the same time. Strike right there on the corner.
Which is a pretty effective pitch last year. 4-seamers hit a little harder. Cutter to Splinker, the curveball will really.
Fiddlehead, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome back in. Good to see you.
Right here for Dean Kramer. It is
strike right there. 0-2 to Vladdy. He can hit him with 0-2. It don't matter. He ain't one of those players you can put him in a hole. You think you got him. I'd like to see him swing at something off the plate.
Batting average and 30+ homers.
Ball upstairs, 1-2.
His most against any pitcher.
If we do get up to 26,100 on subscribers today, Debbie Bernfeld said she'd buy everybody a snow cone. So we got to get up there if you want a snow cone.
So 3 hard hit balls.
1-2 coming into Vlad. Kramer at the set, kicks and deals. Line drive, base hit to right. Tag on it. First and third for Toronto. Here we go again. 1-2 pitch. He leaves it up in the zone and he crushes it. Put the ball down and away. That's right in the middle of the plate.
To the opposite field, inside out swing, pushes the ball out to right center. Watch Bichette. He knows his ball. It's a really good read. He knows he's easily going to make first and third on this one.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Orioles will give up the run for the double play. I can tell you that. She would dance on top of trash can. The Perry Panthers #1 fan. You have Judge in your fantasy. Good for you. Welcome in, Perry Panthers. Welcome in, Francisco. Anybody in here, it's your first time here, say hello. Let me know, first time in. Ball upstairs to Santander.
44 home runs a year ago. His first Silver Slugger, his first All-Star season. Carried the team through stretches.
Check swing up top, 2-0. Kramer's not looking on today. This is trouble. This is trouble.
First time through the order last year. Opposing OPS, on-base plus slugging. 4th lowest mark in baseball on the list of some very strong pitchers.
2-0 upstairs. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off, 2-1.
Hughes a curveball out of play on 2-0. Might see, I was talking to Drew French about this, might see
Kirby ran face. Change your name. Okay.
differently for Dean Kramer this year. It's been more of a dump it in first pitch strike in the past, but had success with that pitch last year, and they like the results they got on that in spring training.
Well, there was a time Dean Kramer in the minor leagues. That's minor leagues.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In strikeouts, and it was fastball, curveball. The curveball was his out pitch. That's changed a little bit.
You keep changing your name on me, Ryan. Can't keep up. Fouls it off. 2-2.
Brilliantly boring since 1865. You go by run value, which calculates the result of every pitch. His worst 2 pitches 2 years ago, change up in the curve. His best 2 last.
Kramer up there, 2-2. Strikeout and a double play would be good.
You very well might see that splitter right here. The Orioles have to tack Santander to the inner part of the plate. If he has a hold, that's where it is if you can get the fastball. But you've got to get it in there.
That's where Sanchez wants it.
Fouled off again. Came back over the plate. He got lucky. Almost got hurt. You got it, Ryan.
And even though the ball ended up in the heart of the plate, he didn't have a great swing in it. That fastball is about 6 inches more on the inside part of the plate. He probably takes it for strike 3.
Would you be tempted to try that again?
Yeah, I think you can. But you better get it in there.
2-2. Line drive, left field, base hit. 3 hits in a row. First and second, nobody out and a run in.
His first RBI as a Blue Jay. It comes against his old team, and the first 3 Jays have reached in this 2-1 game.
Yeah, so Dino's got a hit.
Kramer looked good last week, but not today.
2 strikes on him, but watch what his splitter is. Instead of that good downward axis, see that ball sits up just enough, and Santander's strike is out there. He can cover the ball on the outer part of the plate.
Come on, Kramer.
Gary Sanchez gets reacquainted with his new pitcher. Ramon Rios in on the conversation as well. Anthony now 3 for 9 with a walk and his first RBI after signing a 5-year deal with Toronto.
Nobody out here in the first. 2-1. Here comes Jimenez, cleanup hitter for the Jays.
And Santander to bring some much-needed thump to these Jays. Andres Jimenez, 2 on, nobody out, 1 in.
First pitch in, that's a strike. Rooney Davis, welcome to the channel, Rooney. 12 subscribers from our minimum goal today.
On defense, had a big game 1. 2-run homer in game 1.
Fast fly ball deep into the left field corner. Kowser's going to make the play. That's an out. Runner's going to try to advance, and they will. Mandy Mary, hello, welcome in.
Was thinking Guerrero was going to tag, and he was going to kind of keep the double play in order and throw it to second base. Throw probably should have gone, obviously, to third base, because Guerrero wasn't going to tag. You see, he's off. Then he goes back. He reads the throw right there. Once the throw begins to come to second base, he knows he can take an extra 90. He does. Of course, Santander tagged and moved up.
That was a bad defensive play by Baltimore. Threw it behind the runner, and he took off. Here comes Kirk. Fly ball. It's going to get the game tied. Herkstad gets it in. 2-all on the sacrifice fly by Kirk. Welcome in, Mandy Mary. Great to see you here.
Games here where we have not seen the best of the Orioles defense here in the first month.
Couple of errors last night, couple of mental errors last night. Orioles did everything right in game.
Wagner up there now, the DH. Kramer trying to get out of the inning. First pitch, strike at 95, right down the middle.
So 2 home runs for the Orioles in the first, 3 hits, all singles, plus 2 productive flyouts, it turns out, for the Jays here in the bottom.
Fouled straight back, 0-2. Okay, RJ.
Adley Rutschman and Jorge Mateo made errors yesterday.
Kramer ready to go.
These sorts of things that happen on March 29th. Sometimes you'd like to be at your best coming out of spring. Not often the case.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him.
So Kramer puts him away with
Windup. Swung on and missed.
Well, the Orioles lead is gone. 2-all here. Top of the second coming up. Kirkstead, Sanchez, Holiday due up.
Why don't we take our days off? Instead, we spend our...
Got him coming here in just a minute.
We hate weeds. We want edges that are straight.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Jean-Claire Wise Travel is an upscale travel design and consulting firm specializing in curating ultra-luxurious travel destinations designed specially for business professionals. Focusing to deliver the once-in-a-lifetime experience that will create lasting memories, encompassing adventures in Europe or the Americas, luxurious river cruises, relaxing beach getaways, or detailed trips to Disney locations worldwide. Jean-Claire Wise Travel personalizes the experience. What rich and exciting moments do you want to create for yourself this year? Well, start writing your story with a Jean-Claire Wise Travel today.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're loving the broadcast so far. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future shows. Now, back to the man himself. Here's Pete with more of the Pete McDevitt Show.
For game rewards and more.
Top of 2 coming up here. Orioles going to try to get something going.
Our Maryland Lottery Fast Play contestant of the game is off to a great start. Rudy Augustine from Parkville has won $500 for being selected, and will win $500 more for every Orioles home run. $5,000 for each O's grand slam today.
Good to see you, Rinster. Welcome in.
The Fast Play contestant of the game wins some money.
See if the Orioles can get something going here.
Home run.
Yeah, Rudy is buying dinner tonight somewhere.
Colin Cowser, the first of those home runs. Heston Herkstad.
Herkstad pops it up behind second base. First pitch swinging. That's an out. One away.
To Andres Jimenez.
Max Scherzer in his 18th big league season. 216 wins. How about this? Only 112 losses with a 3.16 ERA.
All right, Doug. Thoughts and prayers, bud. Good luck.
Has done more than enough in his career. Could hang it up at any moment, but thinks there's more left in the tank.
Keep the positive vibes rolling, please.
$1 million deal with Toronto this year.
Yeah, you mentioned that thumb issue of his, and he says once he gets warmed up, it doesn't feel bad at all. It doesn't bother him at all. It's the recovery and see how he feels the next day. He's a tucker. He tucks his thumb hard underneath that four-seam fastball that he's got. He gets over and it aggravates.
Ball outside. 2-0.
The last couple of years, actually.
He thinks it's been bothering him too bad. Not just
Yes, Doug is going to the hospital. He's going to get his beaver tightened up.
And it starts to affect other things down the road, but he likes to tuck his thumb well up underneath the.
Literally taking his pet beaver with him.
And the reason why he does that because he wants that spin. He likes to backspin that ball.
Judge is ridiculous. When he gets hot, he's hot. Strike down low, 3-1 to Sanchez.
Control with his fastball. He'll show you a slider, a changeup, a curveball, and an occasional cutter as well. So it's a 5-pitch mix. Best swing and miss pitches.
3-1 here coming to Sanchez.
Last year's swing and miss.
Right down the middle. Hit that.
Right down the middle to Gary.
Are you kidding me? Swing the bat, you knucklehead.
Two-time All-Star and a Silver Slugger in his career. This is big league year number 11.
Take the bat off your shoulder and swing it, meathead.
7 years with the Yankees. Since then, Minnesota, the Mets, San Diego, and last year, Milwaukee. And
Strike 3. Looked at it. Wow. That is pathetic.
Scherzer's first strikeout as a Blue Jay in his 3,408th career. And here's Jackson Holliday, who got his home run account open last night.
I'll tell you what, got a fastball right down the gut from Gosling. This ball didn't just barely get out. This was a bomb opposite field, straightaway left center field. First long ball of the year for the youngster. Had a really good spring. Did Jackson Holliday hit 333, led the club in his bats and stolen bases.
The 21-year-old against the 40-year-old. Holliday born December 4th, 2003. Great sign last night. A lot of swing and miss against fastballs in the zone last year. He was overpowered at times. What he did yesterday, took that fastball right in the zone, took it out to left center.
Ball upstairs to Holliday with 2 away here in the inning.
0-2 in the count. Game 1, he took a 97-mile-an-hour heater that was marginally a strike up in the strike zone and was able to get his foot down because of that new batting stance that he has. It's more of a toe tap versus that big high leg kick, and he was in a ready position and turned it around. So he's been on time with fastballs so far this year.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Holliday trying to hit that to the moon.
2-2. Max Scherzer, a lot less cutter last year than we've seen in the past. An effective pitch throughout his historic career.
Holliday, good take outside, 3-2. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. All fans welcome on our channel. We're going to do over 110 baseball games this year.
Debut in 2008, Jackson was 4.5 years old. Here they are.
Ground ball hit hard over to first. Nice play. That just took away a double from the kid. That's going to end up being an out, 3 unassisted. Birds go 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the second coming up. Schneider and the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 coming up. 7, 8, 9. Can't let Scherzer get set in or it's going to be a long day for you. That's a challenge.
Get 100% financing from a top VA loan provider.
Make left. There's another listing on Walker Road. I think it's got a hot tub.
Proudly serving the entire military community. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
People don't really.
Our members are the mission.
Have on the rest of the body. A lot of times people with knee pain, there's really nothing going on with their knee. The issue is actually stemming from the foot. So now we're predisposed to hip pain, low back.
Appreciate everybody being in here today. If you're new, say hello. If you're a veteran, we thank you for coming back.
You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better and you're not going to have to spend so much time worrying and thinking about your pain.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on
DENT.
DirecTV? It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected.
All the apps and channels are connected.
Tell me, how does DirecTV Put all your favorite stuff on one home screen. Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history, or mind control.
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
All right, here we are coming back in.
Message brought to you by the Law Tigers. Injured in a motorcycle accident?
The Law Tigers.
1-800-LAW Tigers. And by American Standard Air. Find your local.
All right, Schneider, no average this year. Coming up. Then Clement and Luke's following.
2-2 game. Orioles and Blue Jays. Game 3 of 162.
Ball outside. 1-0.
Schneider. Bottom 3 in the Blue Jay order: Schneider, Ernie Clement, and Nathan Lucas. Gary Sanchez.
Looks like Sanchez broke his glove.
Robinson Chirinos, the Orioles' new bench coach, will hand him a new one.
Did he break? Let's see.
18 runs. That's ridiculous. They're having it today, huh?
Caught it right in the pocket, and it blew out. Watch the ball go right through it. Broke one of the leather straps in there, so he'll have to get a new pud, and he's got one now.
A new what?
A new pud.
New pud?
You never heard of a glove called a pud?
Ball outside. 1-1.
A new pud.
Do you know where that comes from?
I don't.
I'm afraid to ask.
Strike on a corner. 1-2.
94 right to the outside edge.
94 miles on that black.
You got ahead of a couple of Toronto hitters in the first inning, but wasn't able to finish them. Left the splitter up, left the slider up as well.
Strike right there. 2-2.
Jace hits came with 2 strikes, and he's there again. Schneider became sort of a folk hero 2 years ago. 1,008 OPS in 35 games last year. Really fell back to earth at 191.
Yeah, he's got some.
Check swing misses up top. Full count. 3-2.
Homers last year. Got a solid spring. Hit a couple of homers in spring. 333, but 30 at bats in spring training.
Probably going to play a lot against lefties, but 4 righties in this series, so he gets the Saturday start. And Schneider
pops it up. Second base. Shortstop's over. Second baseman over. Second baseman will make the play. That's an out.
So Dean Kramer, year 6 in the big leagues, really come into his own in the last 3. Talked to Spring about how his goal is to be consistent, or as he said, to be boring. Do the same thing over and over again. You might get bored, but if you're really good at it, it ends up working out.
Well, he's been, I mean, you go back to the last 3 years, he's been.
Kramer up top. Kicks and deals to Clement. Fly ball. First pitch swinging deep center field. Mullins over. He's calling for it. That's an out. 2 away.
Where have you seen him grow?
Grabs a quick at bat there. Kramer likes those.
2-seam fastball. Remember, it was all 4-seamers, and then he gets a 2-seam fastball, and it made a big difference. Something that he could throw, inside the righties, kind of work it down away from left. So I saw with growth there. And then, of course, you talked about the split. He came up with a new pitch last year. It's the change up with a split frame fastball. Also see his growth on the mound, and that comes with starts and innings and time, right? Dean was a very emotional guy for me early in the year. You could tell.
First pitch coming to the lefty, Luke. Strike right there in the corner.
The guys weren't playing defense, or he wasn't making good pitches. The body language on the mound wasn't great. But the last couple of years, man, I'm telling you.
Luke's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit hard up the middle. Shortstop there, Holiday. He'll throw it to first. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3, second for the Birds. Going to the third, everybody. Tiki Man, hello. What's up, buddy? Light number 4. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Do appreciate the love. I need to fix. I didn't have a chance to fix these. Let me go fix these real quick.
Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Where are they at? Nope, not there. Not there. Let me fix these over here.
worse if your stomach's problems.
All right, top of 3 coming up. Still trying to get 12 subs to get up over that 100 mark. If you're new, help us out. That's the only way we can get there. If you're coming in new, give us a little love. Alex Miller, hello. Good Lord, how many warm-ups are they giving this guy? 25 warm-ups over here.
Hey, Birdland, watch the Orioles host Boston.
Back in Baltimore, March 31st. The Orioles are back. We're back, baby.
Tickets to grab your seats for the series. Kevin Brown, Ben McDonald with you. Rob Long, the third member of our crew today. Let's check it downstairs with him.
You know, guys, you talked about Colton Collins getting his first hit of the year. That was a home run in the first inning. The Orioles did not have batting practice before today's game, but we didn't see Cowser in the clubhouse, no open clubhouse, because he was in that tunnel, Ben, putting in extra work, and you see that work paying off. These guys, one thing we can't say about them.
Ball outside. Urias, the 9th hitter in the lineup.
Trying to get things right. Some of those guys already been hitting, but Cowser definitely putting in extra.
Cowser on deck.
They all are going to hit, whether it's on the field or in the cage, and sometimes both.
Swing and a miss down low, 1-1.
See them on the field don't mean they're not taking their hacks. And you're right, they spent a lot of time in the tunnel up underneath getting ready.
No BT didn't mean time off, and I'll go do it on my own.
Something the Orioles have really encouraged their hitters to do the last few years as Ramon Urias takes down.
Woo, 2-1. I'll take that.
Ryan Fuller and Matt Bork-Schulte were the co-hitting coaches the last 2 years. Did terrific jobs. Cody Ashe, who was assistant hitting coach essentially, is now the lead hitting coach. Tommy Joseph and Sherman Johnson are his assistants, but the goals remain the same.
Yeah, Judge is going off. Yeah, Judge has got 3 home runs.
Yeah,
Huh?
Nestor started.
Really? Yeah. Nestor?
Nestor Cortez.
It started for who? The Yankees?
No, he got traded from the Yankees to the Brewers.
To the Brewers, and he started for the Brewers, right? Okay. I was like, what hell? Did he get traded back? I thought something happened. I didn't know. Yeah, that happens. That's a ridiculous score. We got up early here and then gave it away. That's Jen's son's team right there. Look at that broadcast. That's for a D3 college. That's pretty good. Shot, center field, playable. That's an out. They've actually got a 4-camera shoot going on. I'd love to do a multiple camera shoot on yours. That'd be awesome. Scherzer, 34 pitches, and here comes Cowser. Cowser blasted that first pitch. Ray Missouri, hello. He says, let's go O's and fighting Phils. Preston will be happy with that. Preston's a big Phillies fan. You know what? Do the Phillies play the Guardians? Why don't you look that up?
It's less time on the field.
You keep talking about wanting to go there for a game. Maybe the Phillies and the Guardians.
The quality of work and getting it done the right way, but getting it done and getting them off their feet.
Oh, there you go.
That's where it's changed a lot for me. Is
what days of the week is that? Swing and a miss. That's a strike.
Too much time on the field and getting them ready for the ball.
We'd have to see if they were available that night to go.
Every day, you don't see that much anymore on the field. It's going to be more in the cages. And it's cool because they wear these vests and they've got these watches and they'll tell you how many steps they got, what the heart rate is, how much oxygen is in their system, a whole bunch of analytical type things that are out there to kind of let you know what guys are, where they're high.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I don't know. Could go up for a game on a Saturday if we could see if they want to.
Saturday, 6:10.
6:10? That wouldn't be bad, right? All right. I'll inquire.
First season.
I'll inquire. Star Wars 99, hello.
Extra base hits last year, 24 homers, 51 extra base hits.
Down low for a ball, 1 and 2.
First home run of the year.
He stays healthy, stays on the field. He'll hit his share of home runs, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Ball outside. Why'd Turner get scratched?
Back spasms or something? Sosa's at short. It's a weird lineup, though. Him at the 2 holes. Interesting.
Balls hit 100 miles.
Well, there you go.
95 up his ball in that first inning.
Popped him up. Son of a gun. Back behind third. That probably playable. It is for the out. Clement. Over the shoulder. Looping catch.
The high cutter has been very
effective for Max Scherzer, who's now retired 6 in a row. Yeah, that is by design. He is throwing that cutter up there on purpose.
Jacob may be coming in.
After a little bit of a rough first inning, 2 home runs, one by Kowser, one by Westberg.
Well, they're on the road, and it's a doubleheader, so they took some extra pitchers with them. I know at one point he was warming up. No, he's not going in right now. Maybe in the 8th, though. Who knows? If he doesn't go today, then he'll probably go early next week. This is a good broadcast, so they're doing a good job. Commercials and all. What's up, Ronald Piper? Welcome in. Here's the pitch to Rushman. Ground ball foul with 2 away. All of a sudden, both pitchers have quietly got back into calming down. 46 likes on the board.
To a left-hander, you want to try to let it go because you know it's going to be in off the plate. But the idea is to be able to recognize it and recognize spin. You hope that he makes a mistake that kind of starts it over the heart of the plate, and then it runs right back into the barrel if you're adding the Rushman.
Strike right there, 1 and 2.
You know, he can pitch north and south. In other words, he can elevate that 4-seamer, but he can throw cutter in, change up away as well. And obviously, you got the career record that he's got and the accomplishments that he does. It's not one-dimensional. He can beat you a lot of different ways. If he didn't have the velocity he used to have, remember, he is 40 years old. There's 1-2.
1-2 down low for a ball.
Doesn't quite spin the ball with the same RPMs that he used to spin it with. But still above average. But he's the competitor. And if you talk to anybody that's ever played with him, the guys that have faced him, he is as good a competitor as anybody is.
Rushman gets up under it. Fly ball, deep right center field. Playable. That'll be the out. Orioles go down 1-2-3 in the 3rd. Bichette, Guerrero, Santander. 1-2-3 due up. 1-2-3 due up for the Blue Jays.
I am Polestar 3. I am pure electric performance. From the to the hairpin turns, I am designed to be driven. The drive of tomorrow. I am Polestar 3.
Hey, just come on in and enjoy some baseball. We appreciate you being here. Tonight, I'm doing the Braves and the Padres in the evening, everybody. Braves and the Padres in the evening.
Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
The Orioles looking for another 1-2-3 themselves.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week.
Waiting on these quick commercial break here.
Sitting on my lap.
Everybody talking in the chat. JC Skipper Brian, hello, welcome in.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me. Most fans, Birdland memberships are available now for 2025. Birdland members enjoy the best seats and the best values. Select your seats and get exchange games, concessions, and merch discounts and playoff access. The plan starting as low as 10 games. Get your membership right now at Orioles.com.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 3rd. I try to get Kramer to keep him in a game.
Julian Reese for the ceremonial first
ball outside.
Job well done.
1-0.
Maryland teams both making it to the Sweet 16. TORvsBAL basketball team gave South Carolina a great fight. The defending champs in the Sweet 16, and of course the men's team.
Fouls that one back. Nope.
Shots in recent Maryland history. Derek
Catcher just throwing it out of play. 2-0. Kramer needs to get on top here, not get behind all the time. Ball outside, just misses. 3-0. Got to work to fight his way back in now.
Was it a travel? I don't know. It doesn't matter now.
That's right. It doesn't matter now.
Strike, 3-1.
The instant classic answer. He was asked about the shot, where the confidence came from. I'm from Baltimore. That's why. We might hear that again. 3-1 from
3-1 walk.
So Kramer
Not what you want to do.
retired 6 in a row after Bichette, Guerrero, and Santander all reached to start the game, and now lost the leadoff man the second time through. Here's Vlad Jr.
Guerrero takes the strike.
To be perhaps the $500 million man. He thinks he should be closer to a $600 million man as he is a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, the rumors early was he's wanting 700. Of course, that probably wasn't going to happen.
Strike 0-2.
He was outspoken in the offseason. He said the deadline was February 18th. That was his self-imposed deadline. That was the Jays' first full squad workout. But there's still a lot of chatter that even though that deadline's been blown by, the Jays would like to get something done.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. Nice pitch. Take a seat over there, son.
See, Sanchez is set up on the inside part of the plate. This ball sails to the outside part, but nonetheless, it works.
Here comes Santander.
Gets his longtime nemesis, and now faces his longtime teammate.
Popped up foul.
Pops it up. That's a really hard cutter.
Way out of play there. Hello, Candy. Welcome in.
Good action and located perfectly.
Drew Fritz did see there's a little bit of a slider that's new in the Kramer repertoire this year.
Ball inside, just a bit inside. Didn't miss by much.
But it's similar to the cutter, something they've messed around a little bit with against lefties. That looked more like the hard cutter we've seen from the 1 to start Anthony.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2 at 95. Nice pitch.
You can get it there, you're going to have success off the Santander. But you got to get it there. Look where Sanchez is, and look where the glove is. I mean, perfectly placed four-seamer. Last at bat, Kramer had 2 strikes on Santander, left the splitter up, and it cost him a base hit.
1-2. Kramer throws the first. Crowd's going to start booing. Give me a break. He's got to keep the guy close. That drives me crazy with baseball fans. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. Nice pitch. 2 outs. Another big cutter right there.
Missed it by that much.
What? Come back to the plate instead. It's a very, very hard breaking ball, just dialing in and right underneath the bat. Well done.
2 outs in the inning.
Guerrero and Santander strike out back-to-back. 1 out to get the inning. It's Jimenez.
Jimenez, strike 1. Kramer getting a little momentum. A little bit of energy behind him now.
For me, anytime Dean can dump that curveball in there, because it's a pitch last year, he only used 11% of the time. And so as a hitter, they're not looking curveball early. So it's an easy way if you can dump in there to get a hit for strike 1.
Oh, boy. Jimenez drives it. Gone. 4-2.
Strikeouts of Guerrero and Santander put Kramer on the verge of escaping the inning, but Andres Jimenez, newly minted cleanup hitter, slugs his second home run of the series, and the Blue Jays take
Going to work. Going to work. Gonna be what? Jimenez went the other way, right center.
He got one right in the heart of the play, too. Second long ball of the year. Boy, that's not even a strike. That's the one up top shelf. Well above the strike zone, he goes and gets it.
Next pitch popped up. That'll end the inning. Birds now chasing 2, going to the 4th.
4 runs in a row for Toronto. The Blue Jays have the lead on the Jimenez homer. Thanks to this stylish hotel on Booking.com, even Giants fans are loving LA.
No, we're here to mess with our rivals.
Where'd they go?
They were just here. It was full of rivals.
With so many choices, you can be a fan of any U.S. city. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
That's frustrating to throw that pitch. Every home run today has been dead center of the plate and absolutely destroyed. Pitching change coming in. Scherzer's done. Into the bullpen for Toronto.
That is a gold-glove play. This ball is not coming back. Striking out, swing. Crushes it. That was a boom shot. Royals. This series starts Friday, April 4th.
Orioles Royals.
When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook: read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan.
Dad, stay out of the kitchen.
What's she talking about? In your face, Doc! That's the kitchen, Jason.
I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen to me.
Because when my family's safe from food allergens, that's the real victory.
That's a ridiculous commercial.
This pitching change brought to
But okay.
you. Get a 15-minute oil change, plus we vacuum and clean your windshield. Get more in a jiffy. Max Scherzer unexpectedly out of the ball game early. Richard Lovelady, the left-hander, in. See Lovelady last year with Chicago and Tampa Bay. It's in 35 games.
Richard Lovelady, the left-hander, coming in to take on O'Hearn.
So, is it the thumb with Scherzer? I didn't see anything that caught my eye, but certainly concerning for the Blue Jays.
That's P. Walker, the pitching coach, talking to John Schneider.
Yeah.
John Schneider said before the game he anticipated Max Scherzer would go about 80 pitches. Rob, who you got?
First pitch comes in, that's a strike.
Preliminary reports that it is the thumb, Ben. Just sleeping around a little bit down here. Nothing confirmed right now, but it does look like he's having some issue with that thumb.
Yeah. Well, you know it's been bothering him a little bit last year. I thought that's a thing right there.
Ground ball, base hit down the third base line. It's going to be extra bases. O'Hearn hustling into second.
And O'Hearn gets a rare left-on-left situation and reels in a couple of bases.
I don't remember.
The Oriole dugout as the extra base hit celebration appears to be coming into form.
Yeah, get that bait in the water. You never know when you're going to pick up a flare double. Boy, I love this right here. And O'Hearn,
He'll take those flare doubles every now and then.
George Springer has robbed him twice the first 2 games. He just shoved this ball the opposite way. So good start for the Orioles here at the top of the 4th.
So Scherzer done after 45 pitches. He goes 3 innings. And he looked.
Here comes Westberg. Go try to get the Birds back in this one.
But then retired the next 7. And now the 3rd day of the year, the Blue Jays need to unexpectedly cover 6 innings of relief. Lovelady and Westberg, the matchup here.
Ball outside, 1-1.
The other Blue Jays left-hander, Brendan Little, he left the game.
Yes, a hit is a hit.
Called a left lat cramp, and he was not placed on the injured list. They're hoping he could pitch today. And this is such a left-handed heavy lineup that Blue Jays may need him to pitch today, but it's Lovelady who gets the ball first. Maybe the worst fear is coming true with Max Scherzer. 45 pitches.
1-2. Ball upstairs, 2-2.
Max Scherzer's been on the injured list 7 times in the last 4 seasons, 3 times last year.
Remember, he had back surgery last offseason, so he started the year on the IL.
Ground ball, tap foul.
Then he was right shoulder fatigue the 2nd time on the IL, and the 3rd time was a hamstring issue. Only made 9 starts to Scherzer last year.
Two and two for Westberg, who homered off Scherzer in the first.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him.
Really good two-seam fastballs on the outside part running away. This slider running in. Really good pitch here. There's that spin. See that dot on that ball? It'll be a dot on the back of it and a dot on the front of it, too. And that's what hitters hit off. Hitters hit off spin.
Oh, he hit him.
Oh, no.
Mullins took one off the back, first and second.
The Orioles, 2 left-handers reach in the inning against Lovelady, with the right-hander Westberg striking out in between.
Well, you always hold your breath when somebody gets hit with a hand like this. A hand on the wrist. Where did this get it? Oh, look like it's at the top of the wrist.
Yeah, ouch is right. Jay Martinez, what's up? When he comes up, he'll be next, I don't know, next 2 innings or something. He's already batted twice. He had a single and a strikeout. Here's Herkstead. Heston Kjerstad.
This is only the 54th Major League game.
Whitney, welcome in.
It's his 3rd year.
Kjerstad fouls that back, 1-1.
Start to his career because of health and injury issues. Myocarditis, which sidelined him. His debut season flared up again, 2021. He's done all you can do in the minors at this point. He certainly deserves the opportunity.
He got hit.
Wow. Mullins' hand.
Base is loaded now.
It's a gong show here. And the Orioles painfully load the bases.
It's like the Orioles have a magnet on them.
That's a tough way to load the bases.
Those last 2 fastballs by Lovelady nowhere close to where he wants them to be. Oh, that got Kjerstad flush, too. You know if I take the air out of you. Two-seam fastball trying to get the inside part of the plate. Oh, right off the top of the ribs.
Mm.
Trust me, that will take every bit of air out of your body.
If we could pick one Oriole that just put it all wrapped for the year, Ben, I think this is the guy. Concussion last year in the head by Clay.
Base is now loaded with 1 away. Extra base here. It could be a couple.
And thankfully, he is laughing it off. A little easier to do so when your team's loaded.
Here comes Santander. Get it to the outfield. Sanchez. I want to call him Santander. So used to saying it. Sanchez up there now. First pitch is a strike. Swing the bat and drive the ball, kid.
He typically doesn't have good springs. You go back and look at his spring trainings. None of them have been outstanding. Hit 139 in spring training. 1 homer. Drove in 1.
Fly ball right field. That should get the run in. Santander going to throw at the plate. Throw is wide.
It's in there safely. Mullins took 3rd.
Mullins takes 3rd. RBI single, 4-3, or RBI sacrifice RBI on the fly ball to right field.
Gary Sanchez, right? Runner on 3rd, less than 2 out. Find a way to get him home. And Gary does that.
Orioles need a 2-out knock here. 2-out knock to keep this inning going.
Time at home plate.
Jackson Holiday up there. The rookie's going to come through here. I got a feeling. Rookie's going to come through for a hit.
So we got to figure out for Gary how he can do damage in fastball counts. Get into fastball counts. Get your fastball. Listen, that's not a hit, but it's an RBI on a fastball. And the Orioles will take that as they get one back and bring Jackson Holiday to the plate.
1-0 pitch to Holiday. This isn't going to be easy against this left-hander. Isn't going to be easy at all.
3 left-handers have reached in the inning.
Ball upstairs, 2-0.
If you're a left-handed hitter against Lovelady, it is hard to stay in there. Because it's a low, he throws across his body, 1, and then it's a low 3/4 slot. So the ball's actually starting at you or behind you if you're a left-handed hitter. If he can sweep that breaking ball across the zone, it becomes very difficult.
Ball outside, down and low, 3-0.
Lovelady pitched 2/3 of an inning in the opener. They hit Colt Cowser in that game, so he's now faced 9 batters this year and hit 3. And he's 3-0.
Urias on deck. Holiday takes a walk. Base is loaded.
3 free passes in the inning.
Where's the big hit? That's what the Orioles need right now.
Yeah, the Orioles need a big hit.
First 2 games, the Orioles were 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Not many, only 2 opportunities last night. 3 for 10 in game 1, runners in scoring position.
Bases are.
I don't know, Rinser. Strike right there. You would think the lefty would want to go against the lefty, you know? Barnes, right-hander, warming up in the pen for Toronto.
Loveladi's 20th pitch of the inning.
Fouls that off.
Flared to right and foul, and he's ahead 0-2. Ramon Urias searching for his first hit on the year. 0 for 5 start, does have a walk. Runners on base last year hit 298. OPS of 857.
0-2, 2 outs. Fat hippopotamus here. Let's see what we got. Line drive. Get down, ball. Get down, ball. Over the head of Santander. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Double by Urias.
He's in there safely, and it's a bases clearing double.
Bases clearing double. Birds take the lead right there as Urias rips it off the wall right there. That ball was stung.
Oh yeah, baby, this is the way.
Wow! Gotta love it. That was a shot right there. Shot over the right fielder's head. Urias clears the bases.
Scores all the way from first base.
6-4 here.
A 3-run double.
Cowser, make it hurt with 2 outs, kid. Give me a little something.
Locked in with men on base, with men in scoring position. And a big-time hit as the Orioles have scored 4 and the 4th.
In there for a strike, 1-1.
Well, that's getting it done right there in a big moment.
Colton, the 5th left-handed batter of the inning. Man, this is exactly
strike right there. That's 2.
But Lovelady allowed a little flare double to the lefty O'Hearn. Hit the next 2 lefties. Mullins and Kirstad walked the next.
Got to make it hurt when a pitcher gives you that much, you know. We're 11 subscribers from our goal, 11. And Cowser swings at a ball in the dirt. That was an ugly strikeout to end the inning. Birds get a couple, though. Go up in the top of the 4th. 6-4. Birds up top. I thought it was 5-4, but they're saying 6-4 on MLB. We'll see when we come back. Dun, 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 dun. Wagner, Schneider, Clement due up for the Blue Jays.
America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. The rugged and capable Bronco fan. The fun, fuel-efficient Ford Escape. And the spirited Mustang Mach-E.
Trying to get stretched here a little bit. Didn't do a full stretch this morning. I got up all fired up to come in here and start writing one of the shows upcoming that just got focused on it.
Favorite way to enjoy Orioles baseball for the 2025 season.
So let's play a pitching for the Brewers. I don't blame him. I'd have done that a long time ago.
Or choose a flex membership. Plus, as a Birdland member, You'll receive
20-7. Yeah, jeez. Ugh.
rewards and more. Select your membership today at Orioles.com/memberships.
Fourth inning of Orioles baseball brought to you by your Baltimore area Toyota dealers. It's game on at Toyota. Visit your local Baltimore area Toyota dealer or check out buyatoyota.com. Kevin Brown, Ben McDonald, Rob Long.
All right, Kramer ready to get going here in the fourth. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
Orioles scored 4 in the fourth. 2-0 Orioles lead. The Jays got the next 4. The Orioles have the next 4.
Popped him up. Down the left field line. Third baseman over. Shortstop over. Urias in fair territory. Will make the play. Woo, that was scary.
Much easier play for the shortstop when that ball is deep and it's coming back for Ramon Urias, the Gold Glover. See, Jackson is following well. Jackson calls it. Ramon just stays with it. Says, I got it. The shortstop typically has priority. He is the captain, but you see Ramon. He is calling it the whole way. Jackson peels off.
First pitch coming into the right-hander Snyder. That's a strike.
Between Jackson and Gunnar. If that was Gunnar at the shortstop position, he would have called off Urias and caught that ball. But Jackson's kind of feeling his way.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, that's a strike. Walter, hello.
Seems funny to say.
You're not a fan of Kramer. See, I am a fan of Kramer. I like Kramer. I don't like Charlie Morton. Here's the pitch, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him right there. Nice pitch. He just blew him away on that one. I got to give him credit.
Wind up. Swung on and missed.
Everybody, check out our friend Mouse Talk, partner channel. Has a baseball channel, baseball network. Also his channel, Mouse Talk, for great quality programming. Moderators will drop the link. It's strike coming into Clement up top, 0-1.
You think so too?
Kramer working with a rapid pace today now. Since he's picked up the pace, he's been a little bit more aggressive, getting a little bit more drive into his pitches. That one's popped up foul. 0-2, 2 outs. 0-2, 2 outs.
He wants to. He said, look, I want to pitch 200 innings in the big leagues. I want to be out there for a while. But he knows in order to do that, you got to conserve from time to time. So it's a little bit of an old school approach where I'll cruise along at 90% max effort. But when I need to, I can dial it up a notch or two.
Ground ball, tap, foul. Ball boy makes a nice play down the third base line.
Interesting the way that Drew put it. We talked a couple of days ago. He said Dean is a good mix of a stuff guy and a command guy, and he can get into trouble when he leans too far one way. It's finding the balance. You don't need to finesse things too much. You could be a power pitcher.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him right there.
Strike 3. Sit down over there, son.
I would have rather seen one of our young pitchers get a spot than Charlie Morton. I think he's done. I think he's past his prime, and you're not going to get much out of him this year. I think that was a wasted spend. I'd have rather seen Cade Povich get an opportunity than Morgan trying to find his way. 41 is very old for pitching, especially. Years and years and years of that arm rotation. Top of the fifth coming for the Birds here. Adley, O'Hearn, and Westberg in the fifth. Adley, O'Hearn, and Westberg. Sounds like a law firm.
Orioles, Blue Jays. The series concludes tomorrow at 1 on NESN 2.
Being a family member's caregiver can be rewarding and challenging. Besides taking an emotional and physical toll, it can also take a real financial toll. Find out if you're eligible to
Top of the fifth coming, everybody.
At the AARP Foundation. Paid for
Dun, dun, dun. We will be, let's see, let's go over here.
can help you.
Every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, the Disney News and Merch Show comes to your living room. Join us as we bring you the latest updates from around the Disney parks, including brand new merchandise, exciting food offerings, and all the up-to-date news you need. Don't miss the Disney magic right here on the Pete McDevitt Show.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're loving the broadcast so far. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future shows. Now, back to the man himself. Here's Pete with more of the Pete McDevitt Show.
Here comes Herkstead.
The Jays' third pitcher of the game, Jacob Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes, 3 pitches.
Jacob Barnes in there for your Blue Jays. Adley drives it the other way. Going to get back on the wall. Bang! Another Rushman's going fire. He's going to slide into second with a double. Rushman going the other way, carrying the spring over. Just on fire at the beginning of the season. Daniel Barry, hello.
Yeah, he just hit it the other way, guys. I'm talking about he is driving it the opposite way. I mean, something on it, too.
You're not confident, Kramer.
The second half of the season last year, but he is just, his hands.
That was wall ball banging it right there.
Made a little bit of an adjustment with his hands. Got him a little bit further from the body, a little bit further back.
The mayor is in the house. Mayor of Chickabid Hill. Hello, Mayor. Pitch down there. Coming into a Hearns' strike. Arjons, hello. Welcome in.
Spring training with what we've seen the first 3 games, I would say so. Just the way he is driving the ball to the backside of the field.
Fouls that one off.
Reminder for folks, and we all need this sometimes when we get sucked into the morass and the dog days that can be.
Right now, O'Hearn just got to get this ball pulled. You got to get it around, get this runner over.
It's not always linear in life. Certainly not.
Barnes working rapid from the right-hand side of the mound. Looks the runner back.
Continue to peek as you see the numbers on Barnes. Sometimes
I don't know what that pitch was because they're showing the pitcher. Looks like it was. It's got to be a strike because we're 0-2 here.
Yes, in a more sustainable way for the future.
It's how you respond because
pull the ball, kid. Pull the ball.
And doesn't struggle at some point in time in their career.
Our John's a well-respected veteran of our community. Ball down low, 1-2. And an Oriole fan for many years as well.
When you've never failed, and we talked about this, and Adley's never failed in high school, never failed in college.
1 ball, 2 strikes to O'Hearn. He's 2 for 2 today. Looking for another good piece here.
Career so far for the Orioles. But it was the first time in his career he actually struggled, and sometimes you don't know how to get out of that because you've never done it before.
Check swing. Did he go?
For this down the road.
O'Hearn swung.
They're saying O'Hearn swung. It's going to go down as a strikeout for Barnes. That stinks. 1 out here in the inning. Didn't get him over. Check swinging a ball in the dirt.
You have to love it to be good at it, meaning you have to put the work in. But the game doesn't always love you back. That's just part of it.
Westberg, 1 for 2 today. Stole a home run and a K. Be a good time for a base hit here.
One way, here's Jordan Westberg.
Swing and a miss at 94 miles upstairs. Can't catch up with it.
Home run on the first, strikeout in the 4th.
Jay Dura. Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Is this your first time here, Jay, or are you returning? Swing and a miss, 0-2. Westberg, well behind these 2 heaters.
20-9. Aaron Judge had 3 home runs in the first 4 innings and ended at 3. New Frank.
0-2 pitch coming. Well, welcome in. Hit that subscribe today. Hang out with us. Fouls that one off, 0-2.
9 homers.
From B Moore, nice. Me as well.
The Yankees became the first team in major.
Yeah, join the family. I'll be doing a ton of Orioles games this year. Free of charge to hit that sub. No balls, 2 strikes. Rushman gets his lead. Westberg trying to find a way to drive the ball.
Which is unheard of. Is that the first time that's ever happened?
Fouls it off again. He's up there battling. Battling. Mullins on deck. He got hit last time.
The Yankees are not just a rollover team this year. Yes.
Richard was involved in a heavily armed karaoke battle last night.
He was a big part of that, but still they only had 9 wins.
Ball down low, 1-2.
Steele was pretty good. American League Rookie of the Year. Just barely edging out Colton Cowser.
That's really good fruit punch. Yes, our mayor is in the house, everybody. The mayor of our channel. What the middle? Get through! Monkey nuts! Fielded at second. Safe at first. He beats it out, but he holds the runner at third. Westbrook gets an infield hit. First and third. One away.
He got out of the box, too. He was smelling it.
He was flying down the line, and he earned that extra base right there in his tutorial. Westy.
3 consecutive gold glovers in a row for Jimenez. Wasn't going to get Westberg on that one. Another opportunity for the Orioles runner at third.
Here comes Cedric. Get the ball to the outfield, Cedric. That's all you need. Drive it to the outfield. Ball outside.
For 2 reasons. One, he's very fast. 2, he's really cut down on his ground ball rate.
Mullins, 1 ball, no strikes.
You go back to his rookie year in 18, it was 47%. Career low ground ball rate. He only hit into 1 double play last year.
1-0 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-1.
I know exactly what many of you are thinking.
Come on, Cedric. Birds looking for something. Toronto's solid. You know they can score. They've already proved it last night. Birds need more runs.
Cincinnati at the second fewest at 86. They are among the fly ball happiest teams in baseball.
Ball down low. Paul Engel, hello. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you.
Hey, I'm just giving the facts, Rob.
Rob, I'm not saying anything.
I'm just giving the facts.
Man, I'm just saying. I mean, on Thursday.
Barnes looks the runner back. Still not going. Line drive smoked. Into base hit. Going to get into right field. Santander's got to field it. Rushman's going to score. Birds are going to go first to third. How about that? Cedric hitting it hard. Birds on the scoreboard. He's on fire. Cedric Mullins.
Great training for Cedric Mullins. He has been on time with a fastball and on time with a breaking ball right here.
Mullins has reached base twice today. 6 RBIs on the
throw to first. Runner's back.
When he is going, it's as sweet a swing as anybody in this lineup. 30-year-old in his final year under contract.
First and third. 1 away here. Runner takes off for second.
And he is healthy. He's feeling really good.
No, he faked it.
Crohn's disease, something he's had to manage. 2023 had some hamstring groin issues. Everything is under control right now. He has felt great in spring training. The at-bats, as you said, not all great. The numbers not great, but the feeling is really strong. There he goes for second.
Cedric takes off. He is safe. He steals a bag. The running baby Birds are back at it again.
Tim's fate again, and one of the best catchers in baseball. And he's in there for his first stolen base of the year.
The jump was different for me, though. Ced got about as good a jump as you can get. Look, that's 5 or 6 steps before the ball even got out of the hand of the pitcher Jacob Barnes. Alejandro Kirk, he can throw. He can really throw. It's accurate, and he can get it.
Second and third here now. Fly ball gets it in.
Gets that oven mitt in there. Now the Blue Jays will bring the infield in with second and third and just 1 out.
And that is the first Orioles stolen base of the year. Something they like to do more. They got off to a good start last year. They ended up finishing just tied for 18th. And you see by month, Ben, it really tailed off around July.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the game. And I think one reason it tailed off is...
Herstead drives it center field. That's going to get a run in. Left center. Center fielder's got it. There's a run. Birds get on the boards again. How about that? Another run of the board. Birds 8-4. Birds have doubled up Toronto.
The best teams find a way to get runners home from third base. You'd love to get a base hit. But have a productive at bat, and Kerstad does it. Pushes one deep enough, and Westburg scores. And the Orioles up by 4 now.
Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez now. Still a chance for the Birds to put something up here. If you're brand new, help me out today. Hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe. Still in scoring position. Absolutely.
That's right. All you were ready to tweet about broadcaster Jace.
Ground ball hit hard over to short. Up clean. Over to first. That's an out.
Taking aim at this Toronto bullpen.
All right, we'll be right back here in just a moment, everybody. That's good stuff. Birds put up a bunch here in the inning. All right, coming back in here. Birds have put up a bunch there. We are 9 subscribers from our goal today. 8-4. Orioles on top of the Jays. Kramer's got the lead. Let's see what he can do with it.
Last inning. And just a really balanced offensive effort. To help Dean Kramer, who's looked dominant at times and been hit very hard.
That's the fastest I've made it to the little streamers room and back.
41-14. As he drops one low to Luke.
One ball low. Luke's 9-1-2 coming up. Birds are at least putting up some numbers, which is good. They're going to need to this year. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Full disclosure, I'm a Dean Kramer fan. I'm a fan of his because of his game day enthusiasm. When he's not pitching, he's on the top step, cheering his teammates. Don't you remember that?
Do what you got to do, Paul.
If he's not pitching, he's the first one.
Ball inside, 2-1.
And if you're catching for Dean Kramer on game day, you better keep your gear on if you're not hitting because
do what you got to do.
I love his enthusiasm and the game day.
Kramer rocks and fires 2-1. Oh, where was that? That looked like a strike. 3-1. He didn't get the call there on that one.
He's a good competitor, a really good competitor.
Again, you give these Blue Jays a chance, man. Look out. They can hit. Inside, ball 4. Monkey nuts.
Leadoff walk here to Lucas. Kramer's learned a lot. Some of the starters have been in the clubhouse the last couple of
Top of the order coming. Not a place you want to be when you're putting runners on with these Blue Jays. Here comes Bichette.
2 years ago.
Kramer's at 59 pitches on the afternoon.
Other starters would just Call Kyle, text him, say hi.
Ball outside. He's just missing.
With the O's, he's not with the club right now, but was signed near the end of spring. I know Dean Kramer was as happy as anybody. And Kyle Gibson will be around again at some point.
Ball outside, just off the corner. Come on. You got to pull it, tighten it back in. You cannot start walking, everybody.
Some guys like Jordan Lyles who haven't had great numbers, but have just hung around for a long time. Experience.
Hat Boss goes. Hello, Jerry. Welcome in. Enjoy your dinner.
Information that's been passed around.
2-0. Strike right there with movement. That's what you want. Hit the zone with movement.
It speeds up the maturing process to be able to sit there when he's not pitching.
Rodney Davis, welcome in, Rodney. How you doing, my friend?
Read swing to see what guys are trying to do. You can learn a lot even when you're not pitching.
Welcome to one of the. I feel I bring you one of the best Oriole baseball calls there is out there on the YouTube market. Myself, our partner channel Walt, right behind us, does a great job. Hit us up with a follow if you haven't already. Kramer trying to work through it. Back to a 3-1 count again.
Dean trying to avoid second straight walk.
Strike right there, 3-2. This umpire zone is as tight as a crab's butt right now. Come on, open it up a little bit, Blue. Give the corners. 3-2 pitch, here it comes.
So good at hitting the ball to the backside of the field.
Ground ball hit hard, base hit to the left.
Got the ground ball, but not the right spot. And has reached base.
I look like Holiday was out of position there. Anybody else think Holiday was out of position?
Receive expert analysis.
Sure did look like it.
Don't miss a pitch. Download the MetSnet. FastSports.com today.
I look like Drew Fritz, an Oriole pitching coach, quickly out of that dugout.
Well, we're glad you're here, Rodney. We always try to be here for you. Here comes the pitching coach.
You walk the number 9 hitter. You get 3-2 on Bichette. He singles. Look like Keegan Aikens starting to play catch that Oriole bullpen. Now you got to face Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who has big-time numbers off of Dean Kramer and big-time numbers off the Orioles.
Most home runs against any.
Here comes Vladdy.
With his 5 against Kramer.
Most home runs against any of their opponent in the Orioles, 27 of those.
2 on, nobody out. And a strike. 95 to start.
If you're Dean Kramer, you're taking ground ball.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 on, nobody out. You want a ground ball here, right at somebody. Ball the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. Both runners are going to advance. Man, the Birds can't get a break here.
Wild pitch. Lucas to third, Bichette to second. Dean in 129 2/3 innings last year only threw 1 of these, 1 wild pitch.
Tough chance for Gary Sanchez. That's a good finger fastball, well at the outside edge.
I changed my account around. I'll get with you when you get home.
Winfield stays back with a 4-run lead.
Ground ball over to short. We got it. Too late, though. Going to get the out at first. The run's going to score. It's 8-5. That's the double play ball you needed, but wild pitch killed you.
Just a routine ground ball to Jackson Holland. He collects the out over there. A chance for Dean to work out the second. Still got to face Sargent there. Jimenez, who's had an outstanding series, couple of home runs, is waiting in the on-deck circle.
Here comes Santander. Swinging a foul.
Does it depend on if Dean gets to bat?
Is Aiken warming right now? Get Aiken in there. I think we're at our pitch count or close to it.
Could be a different story.
Looking to try to get a couple more subs today before this Oriole game ends. Scores going across the top of the other games going on. Strike right there to Santander. 0-2. Looked like he took a little bit off of it.
You can elevate a fastball, top of the zone, lost his ball. Just a change up. That split finger fastball actually gets it back in.
0-2.
Something you can elevate.
Swing and a miss up top. Got Santander. You needed that strike. Man, you could have been out of the inning with nothing had you not had the wild pitch. Son of a gun.
There's no crying in baseball.
There is no crying in baseball. That is absolutely for sure. It's still a strikeout.
Strike three.
Twice. He will stay in the game now. I got go left and left for Jimenez. We're in the high
Strike right there coming into Jimenez. Jimenez 1 for 2 today.
Good splitter to jump ahead of Jimenez, who homered in the third.
Ball outside, 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Ball in the dirt. Nice block by Sanchez. Dirty Sanchez behind the plate.
Sanchez hasn't improved defensively in his career. Broken to the big leagues with a reputation of being a big bat catcher who really struggled behind the plate, but he's gotten better back there.
He's worked hard over the years at blocking and calling again. He's always had a really good, strong throwing arm. He's always been able to throw.
Ground ball tapped over to first. Orioles end up giving up a run. They get out of the inning, the 5th. Shouldn't have given up anything. That hurts. Holiday, Urias, Cows are coming up. Birds with a 3-run lead, and we are heading to the 6th. All right, I'll be right back here in just a second. I'm going to leave you up on the screen. I need to go do something here real quick. Doug's in charge. Doug and Debbie, the double D's, are in charge.
She's so ready to take over.
For retirement and everything else you're looking to do. We'll get there. Your Fidelity Advisor can help your legacy last for generations. Doors were meant to be open.
It's your phone. With Verizon, trade in any phone in any condition. Pull flight info from notes, send to mom, and get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with AI and a watch and tab all on us. That's up to $1,900 in value. Only on Verizon.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one. How am I getting home? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald. Fine, but I'm bringing this. All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Every Saturday home game is an Orange Out Saturday at the Yard. Our first April 12th, first 15,000 fans receive an Orange Out themed Cedric Mullins t-shirt. Rock your favorite Orange-O's gear and enjoy live music at the Coors Light stage, plus orange-themed food and drinks. Don't miss out. You can tickets at Orioles.com. Last tickets today. And that April 12th game is going to be the long-awaited return of the Orioles' all-orange uniforms. Good stuff happening on Saturdays this year. I hear there's lots.
All right, here we go. Coming back in.
On the way as well.
Don't even start.
Top of the inning. Holiday, the rookie, back in the box. Holiday today, 0 for 1.
I'm not roping you in. I'm not roping you in.
The best one was still my wife a couple of years ago.
1-0 pitch coming. Barnes kicks and deals. Holiday taps it foul. 1-1.
1-1 to Jackson. I guess you should, since you brought it up, I guess now for people who are new to our broadcast, you should probably tell them what you're talking about.
So my wife likes to watch the Open, and she'll watch the first couple of things, but she's not a
Left-hander Holiday in there. Ton of upside on this young kid. Bird's trying to figure out where it's at. Swing and a miss down low, 1-2. Looking for some massive upside to the kid getting going this year.
She had the number. It's 29, and you're an a-hole in capital letters with several exclamation points behind it. And I was like, thanks a lot, KB. Now I can't go home. No.
Foul. That's a ball. Should have driven that one. Anybody listen to broadcast? Did Ben McDonald just say some language on the thing? Did he just? Did he literally just say what I thought he said? Ball down low, 2-2.
But you figured it out now. Now you know how many years you've been married.
Let me think about it. We're good right now. She's at a wedding.
2-2 pitch. Oh, strike 3 of the quarter outside. Called. Ouch. One away.
Take a look at this. Alejandro Curtis right in the middle of the plate. Call the strike.
Man, that could have been challenged if they had the way to do it. That's a shame.
So leadoff man retired.
Line drive for Arias, base hit.
His first 2 hits of the season.
Jay Duro says $2. Thanks to you, my friend. Thank you for blessing my channel. Thank you. Hopefully you subscribed. Thank you for being here today. We're always grateful when we get blessed.
Back in the 4th inning.
Thank you very much. Everybody give Jay Dura some love in the chat.
3 teams in baseball last year scored 800 runs.
Here comes the head coach for Toronto. Looks like we're going to have a change.
You get to 800, you have a new.
It's like oh, God. It's like we are going to have a change.
Try to pile on when we return.
Yeah, it is, Stephanie, what it is. He chose to go and make some money. I can't blame him for wanting to make money, you know. Toronto was willing to throw money at him. It is what it is.
To say it's awesome. I know. I bought it using the cash rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase.
Doug reads between the lines well.
Imagine where I'd be without him.
That's funny.
Got it. Reeling in fish. Eating fish. Fish in the sea.
Glad you guys are here with us today. Hope you're having a good time. Top of the inning with a pitch and change. Let me go fix this. We'll be right back.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. Outball club may be minor league, but at least it's AAA. We sit below the Marlboro Man.
Welcome in, Chad. How many outs do we got? I just forgot. We got one out. One out and a runner on first. They denied you again. Ask them if you can give them a sponge bath. Maybe if you turn it around, maybe it'll go better for you. Here comes Green, Chad Green, in the right-hander to pitch for Toronto. Chad Green.
53 1/3. He worked a very good whip. Typically a strike throw. You see that opponent's batting average. That's better than most.
Here comes the man, Cowser to the plate. Swinging a foul. One out here in the 6th.
Chad Green threw 8 pitches in the opener Thursday. We're not all effective. At least 2 batters. Cedric Mullins with a 3-run home run to Green before he struck out.
0-1. Upstairs, 1-1.
Maybe the Jays' third highest leverage bet right now. Closer Jeff Hoffman has not pitched yet, and then setup man Jimmy Garcia got the 7th inning last night.
1-1 pitch coming in. Runner not going. Ball upstairs, 2-1.
Blue Jays went to the bullpen earlier than
Mama Good says hello, and to all, she is sick of the room. Well, hello to Mama Good.
Injury in spring training was removed after 3 innings and 45 pitches. Still waiting on official word.
Debbie, if Doug keeps getting denied, he's going to need a sponge bath at the meetup. That's what he told me to tell everybody. He's going to be looking for those who might be interested to do a sponge bath at the meetup. Cowser, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes upstairs and he can't catch up. You're not going to catch up with 95 miles an hour upstairs in your eyes. You're just not. Debbie will set that up and take care of it. Thank you, Debbie.
Quite possible that's connected, but right lat soreness is the official word when Max Scherzer's out of this game.
Congratulations.
Injury and what's been forward stretch filled with.
Ground ball, Rushman tapped over to first. That's an out. Nice play by Guerrero. That's going to end the inning. Middle of the 6th. That was something special there. Party all the time.
People will come, and they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, and erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again.
Make it major.
This is the moment. Make it major. Major work for major reward. Major style and major substance.
Francisco Lindor knocks in 4. All rise.
Major swings.
What a grab by Acuna.
Flow grande. And major fun.
Tatis delivers the electricity.
Mike Trout, a legend, soon to be. Set major records. Make major change.
Break major boundaries.
First female GM in history. And made you people proud.
Make everyone remember why they love this game.
This is the moment.
This is our moment.
Our moment. Our moment.
Make it major. For the love of the game, you got to love. Something beautiful about baseball. All right. Kramer back out there in the 6th. They're going to stick with him.
Season opener in his 6th major league year. Pitch count still pretty low.
Yeah, and it's a high percentage strike.
Ball upstairs, 1-1.
That's 24 balls now to
9 subscribers to go to get to our goal today. Minimum goal.
Jays are pretty free swingers much of this.
Whoa.
Which is help keep the pitch count low.
Love that pitch right there. When he gets back door that 2-seamer like that, as he starts hits a ball out of the hand. So as a hitter, you give up on him. But he has the ability to leap that ball right back.
Whoa.
And his velocity is up on everything by a mile an hour his fastball from last year all the way to 3 miles per hour on the curveball. First start of the season, what does that tell you?
Well, you could write that off and say, well, he's as fresh as he's going to be, right? First start of the year. He's coming off of an outing where he struck out 10. It was a relief outing, but he still went 5 1/3, only 1 walk and 10 strikeouts.
Fouls that off, 2-2.
The other piece of this is he's facing some trouble. You know, when you get in trouble, you have to, grab another gear sometimes to get out of trouble. So he's had to amp it up from time to time. There he is in the 6th inning with a 3.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball over to second, up clean. Over to first, that's an out. 1 out here in the inning. Debbie's going to bring sponges. Jen's not involved in anything.
Dance party. Shake it up jam, mascot appearances, and kids activities.
April 13th, a kids dance party, a kids opening day. That's pretty cool. Got to get Dave a Starbucks in Baltimore and get the picture. There's a Starbucks, like, you know, the hotels are all together, Jen, and there's a Starbucks right there. Kramer's going out with the lead. They're going to go to the bullpen.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on?
I know there's one right there.
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected.
Has Dave never had Starbucks or never had coffee?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your
Look at this squirrel on my TV right now.
uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history are mine?
Looks like one of Doug's squirrels.
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I for one am intrigued. So, you like do tricks?
No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will find the right credit card or auto insurance for you in minutes.
You have to grab Dave and take a picture in front of one.
Wow, smart.
Yeah, it's smart.
JDR says, I live near a Starbucks. It is on Utah Street. Yeah, it's down by the stadium. Yeah. If you like coffee, how do you not like Starbucks? Can you like coffee and not like Starbucks? Is that a thing? Can that happen? Or can you like Starbucks and not like coffee? I don't think you can. Because, I mean, they're all like coffee-based. I don't know much about it because I don't drink this stuff. If you ask me about a Diet Pepsi, I can give you a full rundown, but not with coffee. Starbucks is not coffee, Doug says. Alex says Dunkin' is better. We got a mixed breed of Dunkin' and Starbucks here in Maryland. Jen says, I like coffee, but don't like Starbucks. Do you like Joffrey's when you go down there? I don't think I've ever seen you drink a Joffrey's down there either. Jay Dura doesn't do Starbucks. Amigo One. Hello, Amigo One. You can like coffee and not like Starbucks. I've never had either. Left-hander Aiken coming to the game now. 2-0 pitch with a runner on first. I'm sorry, nobody on, 1 out. Nobody on, 1 out. That's driven down the right field line. That's going to be trouble. That ball is fair. That's going to be a double into the corner. Wow. Double. Except for the pods in the room. Yeah, okay. I knew you'd had something. I just couldn't place it. At some point, I do want to try one just to say that I did. I wouldn't know what the heck to get. As a non-coffee needer, I have no need for Starbucks. Gordon said, I wouldn't know what to get, Jen, if I was down there. But at some point, I'd like to try it just to say that I did. Those people go up there and they're like, give me a macchiato and a whip and all kind of double this and single that. It's like they're talking in Japanese. I don't know. I can't understand all that. Ball down low. Jen wants you to save the room. Doug. Save Jen's pods in the room. She's talking about in Disney with Joffrey's, right? I'll get you a bunch because me and Preston ain't going to use any of them.
75 innings of work.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. There's an out. Nice pitch there by Aiken. Runner on second with 2 away.
And that's a strikeout.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just on the outside edge.
I love that we've made you into a fifth guy.
I still don't know what it means. I just read it.
Fifth fielding independent pitching, which takes your strikeout, walk, and hold because those are supposedly independent of fielding. They are. I'm assuming knocks a ball.
Hot chocolate's not bad. You're sleeping over? I didn't realize that was happening. Whatever you organized with Preston. Disney World blend of Joffrey pods in the room. I'll get you mine. We'll have multiple opportunities. That's probably something that I can tell the just tell the people working the room, hey, I need a couple more towels and give me a couple more coffee pods. Get some extra. Hot chocolate is much better, Amigo one says. I love a good hot chocolate. You and I are going to cuddle? No, my hypocrisy goes so far. Oliver Garrett, hello, welcome in.
We're probably going to play just about every day against the lefties.
Left-hander Aiken, 0-2, deals it. Ball down low, 1-2. The best, cheapest souvenir. I can get you a bunch of those.
93, 94, but it's got some good carry through the zone. When he's letting that breaking ball and change up too,
ground ball slapped over to third. Nice play. Over to first, Arias with the out. That'll end the sixth. Baltimore still holding a 3-run lead.
Who's in command of the final third?
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan, like the all-new Kicks, the sporty Sentra, and our best-selling...
Are we all getting a bed of everybody, all 30 people? Good Lord. Heads popping up from all over the place.
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind?
Free insults. Welcome in.
T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans.
Send him packing to AAA. Dude, that's a great comment. Free insults. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. That's a great comment. The honeymoon is over. Send him to AAA. O'Hearn, Westberg, Mullins coming up.
And we found a restaurant that let us get in with no business background. Then one customer came along, put us on TikTok, and the next night there was about 300 cars in line.
I don't know what we're going to do with what they're going to do there. Welcome into Free Insults. Debbie Bernfeld wants to do a bumper.
So much more accomplished that we can take our team and have them grow with us.
We wanted to build and that's exactly what
I'm trying to decide if I want something different for dinner tonight. And I don't want fast food. Maybe Steve was on something in the playoffs for the Pirates. Maybe. Richard did a bumper and did a bumper for another channel and sent that one to me. How about that, Debbie? He did a bumper for another channel, sent it to me. That's right. The Orioles have a new value menu at the stadium. Everything is $6 or less at the stadium. Popcorn, golden nuggets, all kind of good stuff. Hot dogs, everything under $6. Some things under $4.
This was a big deal for folks, and it should not
doing a bumper
to a baseball game with a family. Feed them to 12 items. They're up to $6 or less.
Oh, strike on the corner, 1-1.
We're going to be there on Monday.
You like all the LA teams, Oliver?
As we open the season in Baltimore on Monday against the Red Sox.
Jim is probably one of the most excited people about it.
How about Boobs Barbecue? You could do you could do a bumper with Boobs. Jen, I dare you to go down in front of Boobs and do a bumper saying I'm at Boobs Barbecue. I dare you to do it. Oh my God. 1-2. Foul ball. Oh my God. Oh God. Well, good luck to you, Oliver. Good luck to you, buddy. That makes me, I think I tinkled. That would be hysterical. William, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh.
Is in the house. Brad Block is in the house.
Kevin, it is on the Jumbotron at.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Pickles is right. Jen, that's a great call. Pickles is right across the street there. I forgot about that.
Thank you for that reporter, Rob.
I think Jen might wear Oriole black that day. I would wear Cleveland. I would wear Cleveland blue and red in her stadium, which Preston and I just talked about that literally before the stream started. Preston went online and was looking up when the Phillies are coming to Cleveland. Santander, pop fly. That's an out. Preston wants to go up to there and see the Phillies play. I don't know.
It's time for our PNC Bank slow-mo replay. It's Jordan Westbrook, his second long ball of the day. He got a hanging breaking ball from Mad Max, and he knew it.
I know the one thing Jen does not like, because she told me already, she does not like the Orioles bringing back the all orange. She is not a fan of the all orange.
Yeah, apparently.
Fly ball center field. That's going to be tough. Has he got enough of it? Westbrook, another home run. How about Westbrook? He just goes deep again. How about that? How about that? That was an absolute shot. Birds up another one. 9-5. It is a lot of orange on those all orange uniforms. I ain't gonna lie. They were 1966. Westbrook getting up into another one.
Right in the heart of the plate, this screaming hit me. What an effort by Nathan Luke's out in center field. Just fell short of that one.
It's a different orange, Paul. Their orange is a deeper orange. The Orioles' orange is a brighter orange.
He thought he caught that ball.
Mullins gets into one. Deep at the track. That's an out. 2 outs. 9-5 Birds here.
Westbrook is to this Oriole offense. First 4 months of the season was he was in the lineup. The Orioles averaged 5.1 runs per game. The final 2 months of the season, with him out of the lineup, the Orioles averaged a run less. It was 4.2 runs per game. And of course, that was the time when the offense soured a little bit, and Rushman had some struggle going.
Herkstead, his turn now. Ball upstairs. 1-0.
That's what he is. He just sits back there. It's not a lot of flash, but he will absolutely wear you out.
So we're going to have to get the interns on this, but I think I know the answer.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. Tough to root for another team.
In the first 3 games of the year.
Starting pitcher for the Orioles today was Kramer.
Cedric and Adley did it on Thursday. Jordan Westbrook did it.
You can wear whatever shirt you want, John.
They also now hit 10, and we're not even 3 games into the year.
There's so much you could do with that bumper in front of Boogs. That would be hysterical. Hello, Regina Erie. Welcome in. Watching for the Phillies game. Watching the Phillies game. Nice. Very nice.
Pressure you 1 through 9.
Ball down low, 2-2.
It's been more than just home runs in this game, right? You got 2 sacrifice flies. You got a stolen base. You got some really nice situational hitting.
Ball foul.
I think that was a concern for the Orioles.
Yeah, I like Mickey Mantle.
How do you break out of being a little too homer happy? And they're showing you today the best of both worlds.
I think to be a complete team, especially
Strike 3 looking right there. Wow. Herkstead has just not done it at the major league level. Really hasn't.
with his second long ball of the day, O's up by 4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Middle of the 7th. Let's mix it up a little bit. Why not? Where's it at? Bottom of the seventh coming up here. Bottom of the seventh. We are 8 subscribers from our goal.
Whether at home, at Oriole Park, or in the neighborhoods where fans live, work, and play, the Orioles are committed to giving back. Visit Orioles.com/community to learn more. Yangier Cano making his first appearance of the year. He'll take the bottom of the seventh inning. Last season, busy again. 70 games he pitched in. Really good ERA. Look at the win.
Hi, I'm Super Here, and I'm Scallywag Steve, and you're watching the Pin That Does You.
I'm still trying to. I have that. Why are you sending me that again? Thank you for subscribing, Caesar. 187. 7 now, baby. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the clubhouse. With Atlanta a year ago. Morales is expected to play.
0-1 pitch coming to Luke. He's 0 for 1 today. Fouls off another one. Closer at the background.
He's got a great. And I'm Scallywag Steve, and you're watching the Pin That Does You.
Oh, I see it. Ball down low, 1-2. I didn't even see it first. I wasn't paying attention. If you are new, yeah, keep pumping that sub today. Hit that like. We're having some fun. We're going to call over 110 baseball games here this year. Cano, strike 3. Take a seat over there. That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball with movement that he just let go.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Another one bites the dust.
One out here in the inning. Cano, 6'9", 380, something like that. He's huge. Ball outside, just misses off the mark. That's a strike. Bo Bichette up there. Bichette today, 2 for 2, 2 singles, a walk, 2-run score. I think he also smacked a duck in the butt. He's done just about everything. There's the strike on the corner. Ever since Bichette cut his hair, he can see the ball.
He was terrific against righties again. But wanted to...
Cano at the quick set. He looks in, deals. Strike at 97. You're bringing high, hard cheese when you're throwing 97. Nothing better than a Freddie Mercury beat. There you go. 1-2, Cano. Ball just outside. Didn't miss by much.
We've seen some pretty cool shoes from Cano over the year. Look at the Angry Bird.
Just a bit outside.
Wow.
2-2 pitch.
Mixed with a Griffin.
Ripped. Base hit. That's going to be extra bases. Down in the corner. Bichette is on fire. to start the year. That's a double. Do we get free pizza now? Sure, you get free pizza now. That ball was smoked.
Plus, MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions do apply.
Wow.
Visit MLB.TV for details.
Here comes Vladdy. Vladdy also shaved it all the locks off, too. Both of them going clean this year.
Not many have. Always a major threat to break out.
Check swing. He didn't go. 1-0. Well, thank you, Free Insults. We appreciate you.
There are 3 walks in there, but one.
No, last year was not his year. You're right, Caesar. Vladdy up there waiting on the pitch. Swing and a miss. That ball was nowhere near. Vladdy will go after those bad pitches.
That's what Cano can do here. He can backdoor that two-seamer and have it go from left to right. That he can take this slider here and work it right to left.
Ball down low.
Games pitched most of any Orioles a year ago. 60 innings. 4 Cano out of the bullpen. He's been a workhorse the last 2 years.
Did he have over 70 appearances? In 23 or right in it. Remember, he didn't even start the year with the club that year. 23, his breakout year. Wow, that's not fair.
You dig the low club fade on Vladdy? I think him and Bo are going to have great years this year. They're in contract years. That would be the time to do it.
Technically, that is a changeup. Well, it certainly doesn't look like it. 2-2 for Vlad. Wow, that's just a heck of an effort to stay alive. For this quality of the swing he takes, for the violence in this swing, he's really a good contact hitter.
Yeah, man, look what he hit last year. Well over 300. That tells you he knows where the barrel is.
Strikes out way less than league average.
Ball down low, 3-2. A lot of pitches here.
The league average strikeout rate's about 23%. Guerrero was at 14% of plate appearances last year. The tying run, still a couple of batters away. 9-5 game of the 7th.
Ground ball over to second. Westburg's got it over to first. 2 outs. Runner advances to third.
That was such a good pitch on a 3-2 count. You got to throw a strike.
Here comes Santander.
Perfectly placed.
Yeah, it's a motivator for sure.
3-2, got to throw a strike, and look where that ball is. It's just perfect by Cano.
Is that the new coach?
2 outs here in the inning.
Very well could be.
2 outs in the inning.
We used to see him. Santander now.
First pitch to Santander upstairs for ball. Maybe some chicken wings tonight. How about chicken wings?
Somewhere in a backfield in Sarasota.
Like a honey barbecue or a honey Old Bay chicken wing? Ooh. Ooh. Santander rips it foul. Santander, a great pickup for the Jays this year.
Two of the Orioles' unlikely success stories from the past few years. Cano an All-Star in 2023.
Cano 1-1 pitch coming in.
In 2024.
Ball inside, 2-1. It's way too many pitches for Cano for what he's used to throwing. He's used to a 12, 16 pitch inning, not where he's at now.
The Mountain Felix Bautista back in that bullpen.
Santander rips that foul. Holy heck, he got all that. He's at 20 pitches this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
There's the Mountain. He's getting his mind right. How about a little change up here down the way after you spit the bat up a few times? That change up is firm today, though.
2-2. Here we go. Fastball at 96. He fouls it off again.
Santander gives it a little nod after a high fastball. About how many times Anthony Santander stood in right field. Probably thought to himself, boy, that's some nasty stuff. And now he gets to see it from 60 feet, 6 inches. The shit's at third.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Fastball low and away. Broke it off.
Strike a foe oppose, young man. Watch this right here. Dive bomb, change up down the way. Cano get him to stare down.
Going to the top of the inning here. My kid's driving me nuts for passwords because they want to watch baseball. Unbelievable. Ugh.
Also works. La Playa awaits.
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Buy any large pizza at regular menu price. Get one large one-topping pizza for free.
No, like free. Yeah, we did do that.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Let me get this for them.
Swing. Crushes it. That was a boom shot.
I believe that's right. Shadow, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Hit that subscribe if you have not yet. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. Baltimore sending up Sanchez, Holiday, Urias, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup.
There's what they really need to hear.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is a one-stop resource you can trust.
The Alliance has access to the latest trials and treatments.
We are 7 subscribers away from that 100. I want to get that 0 off that board. I want to get it up there to 100 plus. I hate that 0.
Earlier today, some footage from all of our friends, all you out there on Utah Street throughout the concourse at Camden Yards, the first Utah Street block party. Get ready.
Utah Street block party. We missed that. I could have gone down there.
There's Ben Wagner, our colleague, and this was a really fun activity for fans. In sessions, Q&As. There's the look at the new.
Oh, look at that new bird bass splash zone. That looks pretty cool. You will trade 4 Toronto runs for a steam crab.
Everybody scream. Listen, I want to hear you scream.
Listen, you might be able to hear them.
All right, here we go.
One thing, are the mountains cold? Are they blue?
Ground ball foul. Pitch and change. Garcia now in. Garcia.
Baltimore, I want to hear Ben McDonald, Jim Palmer.
Yimmy Garcia ready to go.
They may have just muted us.
Yeah, baby.
Strike right there, 0-2. Sanchez hadn't done much today. 0 for 2. Struck out. Did have a sacrifice fly. I have to give him that.
2 places at once. Really cool event. And I just cannot wait to see all of you on Monday. Game is sold out. A lot of Orioles fans are up north. They couldn't wait for Monday. They wanted to.
Ball upstairs, 1-2.
First, Orioles Red Sox. Monday, 3:05.
Well, I guess his mom did. That'd be the only one, right? Matthew Walter, welcome in.
Home opener of Orioles baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out again. Monking.
Pitcher Jimmy Garcia. Here's an upcoming schedule. It's brought to you by Science and Kirk. Need a lawyer? Contact Science and Kirk. Lawyer.com. So one more here in Toronto tomorrow.
Orioles got one more in Toronto. Then they're home on Monday against Boston. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday against Boston and the Kansas City Royals over the weekend. Royals are a good team. Jackson Holiday up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk.
Orioles scored 4 in that inning against Richard Lovelady.
Ball upstairs, 2-0.
With right leg soreness. I've been dealing with thumb injury this spring. Something he's been dealing with for 2 years. It's been just getting his body out of sync.
Check swing on 2-0, 2-1.
This ends up being a 5th straight year where Matt Scherzer goes to the IL, but 45 pitches in his Blue Jay debut. And so Josh Schneider's had to now use 4 relievers in the game.
Ground ball foul. Toronto using all these relievers helps Baltimore for tomorrow.
Little win here for the Orioles, Ben. You probably take Garcia out of the equation for tomorrow. He's pitched back-to-back days.
Back-to-back days for him, and don't forget the Blue Jays bullpen had to cover in Game 1 this year. They had to cover 4 innings in Game 1 because Barrios only went 5.
Two for Jackson.
Fouls it off. Nice fight. Nice battle.
Pitcher, he was great for the Jays the last couple of years. They traded him to Seattle, where he only pitched in 10 games and then got hurt, and then signed it back. But they want him in the 8th inning protecting a lead. They're not going with the Oriol Rodriguez, who would be the long man, maybe just to play it safe with the uncertainty over.
Ground ball tapped over short. Throws him out. Hello, Tina Marie. Welcome in.
Nick Sandlin threw the 9th inning, 23 pitches yesterday. Then you have
Soto getting loose in the bullpen.
There's Gregory Soto, who was one of the few.
Gregory Soto.
High velocity, a lot of movement. Garcia's fastball is going to average about 96, and he'll show you 97, 98 from time to time. Curveball and a little sweeping slider to go with it.
Ground ball at the middle. Tough play. Go! Threw it away. He had him. He's going to be safe at first on the infield single.
Andres Jimenez, the back-to-back Gold Glove winner, cut in front of Bichette.
Yeah, it would have been an easier play for Bichette. Obviously, he's going towards the first base bag. Or Jimenez kind of working away from it. This is a tough throw right here. Going towards third base, you got to go across your body. That pulls Guerrero off the bag. The ball gets by. They don't call that a hit or an error.
That'll be a hit, an infield hit. There you go. So 3-hit game.
3 for 4 for Ramon. Out of the 9 hole. What a weapon that is in your 9 hole.
He may be the most underappreciated Oriole from Orioles.
Maria gets the infield single there. Here comes Cowser up again for the Birds. See if he can get something going again after that strikeout the last at bat.
But when that guy's typically in 7, 8, 9.
I have no idea, William. No idea. Sorry there, buddy.
Gold Glover a few years back.
Ball down low, 1-1. Too many factors here to try to figure that out.
Last year. He didn't complain. He didn't go to the manager and complain. He just kept working. He was working while he was waiting for his opportunity. And when he got an opportunity, he performed well, really well.
Ball in the dirt, 2-1.
A lot of guys would have been upset about lack of playing time.
Man, however long Ramon Arias ends up as an Oriole, and it's year 6 now. And he won't be a free agent until after next year.
And that's why
people should remember him as a really important part of this region.
Oh, my gosh. I agree with you. I mean, he
ball outside, 3-1.
But there's a tough decision coming. I mean, when Gunnar Henderson comes back, somebody's got to get moved. And what's that move going to be?
This is a team just loaded with position players.
3-1. Line drive smoked right at the second baseman. That'll end the inning. Man, he stung. He stung it, but that's an out. Want to say thank you to the moderators today in advance. Everyone that was in blue and did some moderating of some sort.
Toyota has been manufacturing in America for over 50 years. Now with 10 manufacturers.
Fan funding today. We want to say thank you to Jay Dura and RJ Salsa for helping us out there today. Appreciate you.
$29 billion a year in parts, components, goods, and
always grateful when someone wants to bless the channel. Don't forget, I'll be live tonight doing Atlanta and the Padres. Atlanta and the Padres.
How do you create the ultimate cut?
I think that's good. Comma, send it to that group chat so that Molly can see it. Comma, she's building that segment.
Holds hills and slopes up to 20 degrees. And an Aeroforce deck that takes long.
I think that's good.
To new heights. The only thing they can't.
That's real. I think that's a really good picture.
The grass grow faster.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go
Getting the
back.
pictures done that we need.
Can I come? Only room for one. How am I getting home? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald. Fine, but I'm bringing this. All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Bottom of the 8th. Where are we at in the lineup?
Orioles baseball on Bassett is brought to you by PNC Bank.
Jimenez, Kirk, and Wagner. Jimenez, Kirk, Wagner. 6, 5, 6, 7. Paul said he thinks it's good too. I would have liked to have gone to Toronto to see a game. That would have been fun. Soto coming up. Soto.
An 8-2 loss last night. And the situation not good for the Orioles, but Soto was great.
Yeah, struck out the side. Looked really good. High velocity.
Gregory Soto. 8th inning.
He struggled when he first came over from the Phillies to the Orioles last year. First couple outings wasn't that good, but then he got it locked in.
Ball upstairs, 1-0.
Hit Bo Bichette. Just hooked him in the front foot with a slider and then struck out Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Anthony Santander, and Andres Jimenez all in a row, all looking, which was the first time in Gregory Soto's career he's struck out 3 batters looking in the same game. He's signed Jimenez here and falls behind 3-0.
3-0. Come on, you can't do that.
Go back to 2010. It was the 4th time over the last 15 years any Orioles pitcher has had 3 looking strikeouts in 1 inning. But a 4-pitch walk starts this one. No, so after that, could look a little more like this.
Yeah, the first guy got on last night, just like today, but he went and learned. Just makes a little slider down, strikes out Guerrero looking. Santander takes the heater looking, and another paint piece on the outside part. Well, that fastball, you talk about velo, he has got it. Fastball's going to average 98. Sometimes it will hit triple digits.
Oh, that stinks.
Strike to Alejandro Kirk, and Brandon Hyde is immediately on the bullpen.
Trip Billy Girl, hello, welcome in. Runner on first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch to Kirk. Strike in there, 0-2.
Here he is.
Dominguez getting loose in the bullpen.
Time called.
Time called.
Ryan Addison granted Kirk his timeout.
Grandpa husband, hey Bill. How you doing, my friend?
Sacrifice fly in the first inning for Kirk. 2 for 11 series, only 1 strikeout. Quick one from Soto here, and he burns.
Got him.
With 97 right to the black.
97 right to the black. That's a pretty one.
Wind up. Swung on and missed.
Swung on and missed right there. 1 out here in the inning.
Springer is a pinch hitter for Will Wagner. 1-on-1 out the 8th.
Strike right there for Springer, coming up as a pinch hitter. 8th inning.
Springer had a couple of soft hits yesterday. 2 for 7 with a walk to start this season.
Ball outside, 1-1. Come on, get a little consistency here, Soto. Catcher's going to go out and talk to him. I don't blame him. Rockies are beating the Rays.
Did make a trade earlier today. Trying to build pitching depth at the end of spring training, getting Kyle Gibson. His trade not too long ago.
Cody Poteet from the Cubs. I don't know what he's going to do.
Considerations. An intriguing addition. Poteet, only 24 in the 3rd big league innings last year, but a 2.22 ERA. Career 83 innings in the majors, a 3.80. And it's a weird move for the Cubs. They traded Cody Bellinger for Poteet.
Adjustment to retirement, hard work. Well, there you go. Ball inside, 2-1 to Springer.
Bellinger deal was a straight salary dump. Wow. And the Orioles had some pretty nice pitching depth. And he will report to Norfolk. There were 2 openings on the 40-man roster.
Ball inside.
So falls behind 3-1. Walked him.
This is starting to get a little bit interesting. You see Brendan Hyde is pacing. He's thinking about it. Yeah, he's going.
Gregory Soto cannot put together back-to-back sharp outings. Blue Jays bring the tying run to the on-deck circle. And it's going to be Sir Anthony Dominguez without the fire.
Dominguez coming in with runners at first and second.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan like Kicks, JD Power's most dependable small SUV, Sentra, a Consumer Reports top pick, and Road, a Consumer Guide best buy.
I'm going to put you guys to a thing for a minute. I'll be right back.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. Outball club may be minor league, but at least it's AAA. We sit below the Marlboro Man, above the right field wall. We do the wave all by ourselves. Hey, a blind man could have made that call. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. The game was close, we called it a win. Go off to toast the boys again. That local band is back in town. They got a kind of minor league sound. They're not that bad, they're not that good, but all in all it's understood. We wanna dance, they wanna play. We wouldn't have it any other way. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. Cheap seats. Now the majors called up, oh, what's his name? And one more building rises tall. And suddenly we're all grown up. And this old town's not quite so small. But I'll always miss the middle-sized town in the middle of the Middle West. The no-name pitchers, local bands, mustard and relish, and all the rest.
All right, we had a line drive to third for the second out of the inning. We got first and second here.
2 outs, 12 pitches, 8 strikes. Cano, a lot of hits, struck out 2 in an inning, 22 and 14. Soto, 12 pitches, 4 strikes, 2 walks and a K. And now Dominguez trying to clean up this mess. 2 on, 2 out. Clement is out in front. Off the slider.
Dominguez to get out of this jam now. After some struggles and not throwing the ball like he wanted to in spring training, and even his first outing this year, had some traffic, but did throw up a shutout inning. The confidence begins to climb.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2.
When you're facing Dominguez, you got to get your foot down and go because you know he's got 97, 98 in the tank. He spins that little breaking ball in there. It is a big difference in velocity.
It's the new weapon, that more sweeping slider. We'll throw it again. True friends said a lot of Sir Anthony's spring struggles were about count.
Looking to help out your local. Yeah, that's a popular thing. People retired working at the golf course.
Hitters to chase. As you mentioned, in spring, and then on Thursday, got ahead of Ernie Clement here, trying to finish him.
All right, have a good day, Free Insults. I appreciate you.
Again, nobody in baseball last year struck out or walked less by percentage than Ernie Clement. He's one pitch away from either.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. They got out of the 8th. Going to the 9th inning.
Yes, sir. Do it, Sir Anthony. Watch this ball. Anything turn like that, folks, it ought to have a blinker on it. Orioles are off the field, up by 4.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. No, it's not. Now it is. No, it's not. Now it is. No, it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
Subway's $6.99 for literally any foot-long deal is headed to overtime. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code $6.99 FL now. Deals only here until April 2nd.
Is a Gold Glove play.
Monday will be a fun day. Well, you got to win today and win tomorrow. It'd be nice. Nice to win the. You want to try to win the series.
Moore was diagnosed with diabetes at age 33 and suffered severe vision loss from this disease later in life. Mary often spoke of her dream to create an organization dedicated to preventing blindness from diabetes. Today, the Mary Tyler Moore Vision...
I didn't realize Mary Tyler Moore almost went blind.
MTM Vision is
I figured you had a plan.
advancing medical research to preserve and restore the vision of people living with diabetes. To learn more, please go to marytylermoore.org, because the sight you save may be that of someone you love.
Great stuff from Sir Anthony Dominguez. Infield fly, strikeout, and a 2-on, 1-out jam.
I'm looking forward to Miller Park. Yes, absolutely, so much.
Orioles looking for a 2-1 start to the season, and the Blue Jays are going to get their closer, Jeff Hoffman, his first work of the year.
Hoffman became an all-star with the Phillies. He had a really good year last year. 2.17 ERA. Look at the whip. Sub-1 whip for him upon his batting average. Better than most.
Ball upstairs. Rushman up. He's 1 for 4 today.
Yeah, and the Braves did too. He failed 2 physicals, one with the Orioles, one with the Braves, before he signed a 3-year, $33 million contract with the Blue Jays.
Ball upstairs, 2-0.
Lots of reports, and Jeff has talked about it. Both the Orioles and the Braves were interested, and concerns about his pitching shoulder.
Bautista getting loose out in the bullpen.
We have missed that. Felix Bautista warming up in a big league game for the first time.
Strike there, 2-1.
23.
Jeff Hoffman, fastball, slider, and a splitter. Fastball going to average about 97.
That's the splitter. They had a great year. You understand everybody was interested in him. A lot of teams were scoreless
Are they winning? What's the score?
57-68.
Yes.
Season left a sour taste in his mouth. National League Division.
Where's my MLB? Let me pull it up.
Gave up 6 runs in an inning.
Nice. They're winning 3-1. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. Third baseman over in front of the shortstop. That's an out.
Got it there inside.
Tell you what, I think Clement has shown you something at third base in just a sample size, but he moves well and accurate with the throw.
Was Ryan O'Hearn. By the way, I want to clean up that first inning play. It was a hit for O'Hearn. Originally, it was ruled at the ground out. Remember Ryan. I think somebody was amazed by the movement on that Jeff Hoffman pitch. As Rubens in the game left field. We're all wondering the same thing.
Who started for them, Jen? Who started for them today? Do you know? Let me see if I can find out.
It was originally with a 3-1-2-1 ground out, but he turned first. The throw from Guerrero got past Scherzer, and then he was out when Alejandro Kirk threw back to first, and O'Hearn came back to the bag. So it is a single for O'Hearn, and then he was out.
2 balls, 1 strike to O'Hearn, 1 out.
So it's a 2-hit day after all for Ryan O'Hearn. Weird play.
Strike on a quarter. Gowdy hitting us up with some love. Thank you, Pete, for your channel and all you do. Thank you, Gowdy. Appreciate the support. Every little bit helps, my friend. Every little bit helps. Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Gowdy for helping today. Foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, top of the 9th. Get this one done so I get a little break between games.
That is a loud number.
Swinging a foul. Tip 2-2 still.
Kirk couldn't hang on to it. The Phillies last year,
Bump.
were just ridiculous. They ended up getting 5 pitchers.
Westberg's had himself a day today. He's on deck.
And a club record 8.
Yeah. Got out of the gates quickly, but we're pretty much a 500 team since the All-Star break with the Phillies.
And they ran into that crazy Mets machine.
Line drive smoked into right. That's an out. Right at him. He has just hit the heck out of the ball. Right at him.
A couple times. Springer's dropped him twice on some line drives.
Well, 10 home runs for the Orioles this series. 3 multi-home run games. Jordan Westberg with the last of them, and a couple of those arcs to left center field are off the bat of Westy.
Yeah, those are some big arcs right there. And none of them were cheapies either. I mean, they were hit.
Strike. Oh, how was that not called a strike to Westberg? That was right down the middle. Ball 1.
One more out. And it's going to be Felix Bautista.
Gavin Williams. I don't know enough about him. Ground ball, shortstop. Comes in, flies. Save. He beat out the infield hit. Westberg on fire. I don't know enough about him. Thank you, Paul Engel. I appreciate you. Paul taking care of a special project for us.
4 for 5. Speaking of sneaky fast, he is sneaky fast.
Thank you, Paul. I know it meant a lot to you to do that, so thank you.
One of the Orioles' fastest runners, and you don't always.
Westberg beat that out.
Guy has some power, but he can. They burned down the base paths. He could be probably a 15-20 steals guy if he wanted to.
And he's not a small guy. You look at Westy, you see him on the field, you go, okay, he's average size. But no, he's 6'3".
So to give you an idea.
Ball upstairs.
Sprint speed is considered anything at 30 feet per second and up. And Jordan Westberg was right there down the line, 30 feet per second. That's among the fastest players in baseball.
He's leaning too.
Offense thrown over once.
Westy's such a good ball player. Plays really good second base. Outstanding at third as well. Came up as a shortstop at Mississippi State, where he was drafted in the first round with a shortstop.
Ball down low, 2-1.
This is Jordan Westbrook's third career four-hit game. He had 2 last year. May 11th against Arizona was the first. That was a game where he had a walk-off single. June 25th versus Cleveland.
Swing and a miss, 3-1.
Well, 2 years ago, the Orioles tied our franchise record with 7 in the first 3 games. They have smashed through it. Jordan's got 3. Cedric's got 2. He's going for it again. Jeff Hoffman getting some work here. There hasn't been anything close to a safe situation for the Jays. Not going to be a safe situation for the Orioles, but it's going to be a Felix Bautista situation when we go to the bottom of the ninth.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're going to the bottom of the ninth.
Speaking of nasty splitters, it's been nearly 600 days since Felix Bautista took a big league mound.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan like Kicks, J.D. Power's most dependable small SUV, Sentra, a Consumer Reports top pick, and Road, a Consumer Guide.
Bottom of the ninth. Do I get Bautista here? I think we do. Let's get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is the Mountains' return to the mound for me. I know he's been in there the other day in preseason, but for me, for a game, for a close, let's do it. Mountain Wake making his way to the mound. Bird's going to try to get one here. Put him in place to be guaranteed at least a split.
And the spirited all-electric Mustang Mach-E. Want more? See your local Ford dealer. Get $4,500 cash back on Ford Escape, or lease one for $289 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Well, we've waited
There it is. We've waited a long time to see this back on the mound. Mountcastle coming in at first, too, for defense.
the entire season last year recovering from Tommy John surgery. How good was he in 2023? There are the numbers. 33 saves. Look at the ERA and the whip. Over 100 strikeouts and opponent's batting average of just 144. How good it is to see Big Felix back on the ball again.
It's been 582 days, Ben. And for Felix Bautista,
582 days since he's been on the mound in a real game. 582. No, I don't want to update my software. The heck are you trying to do?
he's come from nothing, really. Years toiling away in the minor leagues, released by the Marlins, finally caught on with the Orioles, climbed through the system. 3 years ago, his big league debut. 2 years ago, maybe the most dominant closer in baseball. And now, he is all the way back.
Here we go. First batter. Luke's the center fielder. Ball at 96.
Expect the velocity to be around there, maybe a little bit up. It's not quite at 100, 101 yet. But it ticked up toward the end of spring.
Strike at 97.
That version of Felix Bautista right now, and hope that peak performance is still yet to come, because 97, with that frame, that delivery, is still devastating.
Yeah, and that splitter that he's got when it's on.
Fouled back, 1-2.
Yeah, and look, it is not uncommon for pitchers to come back. Everybody comes back in a different fashion. While Felix feels
I got to find out about Gavin Williams. I don't know much about that pitcher.
just a tick, but typically that is not uncommon.
That'd be something if they pull that out today. 1-2. Hello, Kolya.
Two-strike pitch.
Curveball upstairs. Nope.
He's added a cutter this year. It's unclear if he'll bring it into a game yet. Might be another weapon in case the velocity is not quite where he wants, but the fastball splitter is still pretty lethal. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. He got him downstairs. He went fishing after it. The Orioles will definitely take that to start the inning. That was ball 4, and he went fishing.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Strike 3. Sit down over there, son.
Watch him just rip this forkball.
Big forkball diving down and low. Bo Bichette's been on fire today. Fall outside. 98 miles an hour. Went up a little bit. Ticked up one. Yeah, if he stays healthy, that's the whole key. You don't know. Coming back off an injury like that's not easy. Fouls that back.
He pitched in 2023. He had the most strikeouts of any major league reliever in a year where he missed the final month. Puts down 110.
His relief, Mr. Moss, as a reliever, and still punch out 110.
Oh, 98 just missed down low, 1-1.
Drew Pitts didn't feel right, left the game. UCL injury. He did try to come back. The Orioles didn't rule him out for the postseason. He tried for about a month, but ended up undergoing Tommy John surgery on October 9th.
2-1. Line drive smoked down in the corner. That's going to be extra bases. He hung a fastball. That's going to be a stand-up double with 1 out.
4 for 4 day, +1.
Yeah, Bo Bichette had his career worst year last year. Had some injuries to go in there, but he fought a calf issue for a while. At 225 last year, but he has all took a monster start in a 5 for 4 day and 5 at-bats. If you're a Blue Jays fan, that's a sight for sore eyes to see.
They're still a good team, free insults. They are a good team.
Power versus power here. Guerrero and Bautista.
Slider, huh?
Oh, so went right back to it after the Bichette double.
Like it. That's the one pitch you're probably not looking for if you're facing Felix Bautista, that slider. It's a pitch in 23. He only threw about 5% of the time.
Fastball outside, 98.
Fastball averaged 99.5 in 2023. He used it about 70% of the time, and about 25% of the time it was that splitter.
So Ryan Mountcastle, the new first baseman. 1-1.
Popped up, foul. Mountcastle over, can't make the play. I'm watching it on Masson. Slim Jim Masson.
It's a wonderful piece written a couple of days ago by Danielle Allenson on the Baltimore Banner about Felix Bautista and his journey. Not just his journey, but how he got into baseball. Finally convinced his mom to let him play when he was 12. People started to notice the arm pretty soon after.
Oh, foul ball and his bat went flying.
All the way to the on-deck circle. That'll shake you up in the front row. But the story for Felix, it reminds you of the resiliency he's had to show as we see the javelin. Center throw. He could probably be an Olympic.
Yes.
Javelin artist, Guerrero. Another 1-2.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him, wow.
Strike 3. Bautista against Guerrero. He's punched out 2 in his return.
Yeah, they crushed. They had a big day today. They had a real big day today.
He does this, folks, sometimes it's just not fair.
I think the thumb guard went flying on that whirling dervish of a swing. Bautista was released a couple of years after he signed, ended up getting infected with a mosquito-borne virus. The Marlins sent him home. Struggled when he came back to get his strength back. Ended up with the Orioles 2 years after that.
Ball down in the dirt.
Was taken by his cousin to try out for Japanese teams in 2015. He trained at the Hiroshima Toyo Corps Dominican Academy. He grew, he gained weight, he gained velocity, nonstop training. Gets to the O's in 2016, 6 years later in the big league. So Tommy John surgery's hard, but he's been through harder. He's climbed the mountain. He's back to the bigs, and he's facing his old teammate trying to end his return against Anthony Santander. A guy who helped Felix Bautista get into so many ninth innings with a lead.
We fix to see power on power right here.
2-0. Ball inside, just misses. 3-0.
17 pitches in his return. The Orioles are true to their word. We won't see him tomorrow. They're going to avoid back-to-back outings early in the year with Bautista. Ease him back in.
Upstairs, ball 4.
So Anthony,
he tried to overthrow to strike out, get Santander.
The on-deck circle now with Andres Gimenez coming up. Andres Gimenez has homered twice in this series. Kirk on deck, 2 on, 2 out. Another fastball up.
Yeah, right now the body's a little bit out in front of the arm. And when your body gets out in front of your arm just enough, the only place you can really throw the ball is up in the strike zone. So what Felix needs to do is just stay back just a tick longer and let that big long arm catch up and drive it downhill a little bit more.
Strike right there. 1-1. 2 on. 2 outs.
Yeah, because sometimes it changes your release point. It changes your rhythm a little bit. You'll see a lot. That's a smart call right there. Like Gary Sanchez be able to do that. Or that Richmond. That's Sanchez still in there.
1-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And Bautista is the strike away. This guy just immediately captured the attention of his manager, Brandon Heim. He was thrust into a game against the Rays early in 2022. Dean Kramer was going to come in. April 10th was debut. Struck out Wander Franco on that nasty splitter. 3 years later, he's still splitting people to death. 1-2 coming.
Got him. Strike 3. Bautista gets the first save in a long time. Orioles are going to get the win 9-5 over a really good Toronto team. Toronto gets a chance to split the series tomorrow as they play on Sunday. We're going to be doing that game. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and come back and do it. Thank you again to the moderators, all those who supported the channel with Super Chats today, as we acknowledged earlier. Good game by the Birds, man. Westbrook was absolutely on fire and carried the Birds today in a lot of ways. So the win will go to Kramer. So that's a good thing for the Birds. Bautista gets the save. Again, hit that subscribe on the way out. We'd appreciate it. We'd love to see you back tomorrow. I'll be back tonight. Braves against Padres. Later tonight, Braves against Padres. Come back, hang out with me. Kramer the win. Love Lady gets the loss. We'll see you on the next broadcast, everybody.